Between the Ennis Lions and the Waxahachie Indians in the Battle of 287. For some 100 years, they've been playing this game, and with a pandemic, COVID, 50% occupancy, we are sold out here tonight from Lyon Memorial. I'm Tim Samuels along with Ronnie Greer. What do you think about this, man?
Come on with it. That's all I can say, baby. This is going to be the big-time slobber knocker tonight.
It always is between these teams. You know it is, Ronnie. And, the Battle of 287, man, what historic ball games these two teams have had over the years. And, man, this is going to be a fun one. It's the last non-district game for the Ennis Lions as they launch into the district campaign next year. But what a ball game we got tonight with the maroon and white from Ennis, the green and white of just down the road here in Ellis County, Waxahachie.
Well, it's all about, who gets the extra drumstick at Thanksgiving and bragging rights for the county and all kinds of things that go along with it. So, well, I tell you what, we're not going to be able to do the coaching show tonight because we just got a little late takeoff here. But the teams are on the field and they're lining up, looks like, for the national anthem.
Yeah, they are, Ronnie. And, of course, this is your First State Bank presentation and the Doc's Beverage pregame show. And we're going to go to a quick timeout as we get ready for the national anthem. We'll be back with more Ennis Lion football right after this.
Y'all hear that echo?
Yes.
Man, y'all sound horrible.
So y'all are.
Yeah. Carrie.
Yeah, I can't hear Ronnie. I can just hear him coming through your mic. His mic is not even on. I don't know what the deal is.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it up.
You sound absolutely perfect.
I just turned Ronnie up.
Yeah, you gotta turn him way up because he was way back in there.
He's way up now. Say something.
Check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, we'll put him right there with mine. Okay.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
We've got one heck of an echo in our ear. We're still trying to figure out what that's.
Yeah, what's the echo?
Kind of let them line go from one thing to the other.
We got an echo like crazy, man.
Yeah, Carrie, make sure the feed back to us does not have Ronnie and Tim.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
That's the business shit I do. I know how to keep that from happening. Because without they do that for you, it cuts them out too. So we're screwed with that.
Okay, Ron. Okay, Carrie. All right, keep me posted. Keep the communication lines open.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to everything when they'll go back. So I can see if we start pushing them. That's good.
Okay.
Then go back to when y'all come back on. Take it out of here. So see if that solves the echo. You have to put it back in for commercials.
Financing is available. Ennis Glass, proud supporters of the Ennis Lions.
When making the biggest decisions in your life,
So when I do that, we're not going to be able to hear through our headsets.
You'll hear commercials. That'll kill the feed from the studio back to y'all.
But will Ronnie and I be able to hear through our headsets? Okay.
go above and beyond.
Hopefully it kills that echo.
As your realtor, family comes first. So you better believe clients become family. For more information, contact Ronnie Cromwell at 972-268-3665 or Shelley Smiley York at
Coach did it before the game, so I told him take care of it. Okay, you won the toss and you deferred to the second half. So let me see what you want.
I know you got headphones on. I apologize.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lyon Memorial Stadium. Tim Samuels and Ronnie Greer, and we are just about set for this Battle of 287. Ennis 1-0 on the season with a convincing and resounding win against Red Oak a couple of weeks ago. They were off last week. The game canceled against Keller Fossil Ridge. Waxahachie coming in with a 1-1 record as we get the coin toss down at the field, and it looks like Waxahachie
Waxahachie has won the toss and deferred to the second half.
All right, that's Bart Harrison down there. We're going to see if we can get his volume turned up just a little bit more.
Talk to us, Bart.
Hey, can you hear me now?
What's it look like down there, man?
Beautiful night for football. I'm ready.
Does it look like a big rivalry match going on down there?
There's plenty of talking going.
Plenty of talking. All right, all right.
Hey, Waxahachie won the toss. Deferred to the second half. Ennis will be receiving and defending the south goal. So let's have fun.
All right, sounds good.
So, Ronnie, this ought to be, you called it a slobber knocker. I don't know if there's any more definitive adjectives that
I guarantee
matches
you,
that, but I think that's just about going to do it.
there's going to be some spit and blood and all kind of things going on down there tonight. I promise you that. These two boys get together. This group of Indians Lions get together, man. It's going to be something else.
So the Ennis Lions, to get this Battle of 287 underway, will send back their deep men, one standing on the far side of the field at the 10, the other at the 12, and it's going to come down to around the 18-yard line, back to the middle of the field, gaping hole across the 30, still outside, on his feet, across midfield, foot race to the corner and out of bounds, and somewhere around the 36, 37-yard line.
Karan Smith.
How about that, Karan Smith?
Tell you what, he showed some shake and bake right
that
there.
was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all he
Right
needed.
off the bat, a game-breaking return.
Throw a chicken leg or a pork chop in there with it, man. Yes,
Just
sir.
underway. If you're just now tuning in, and maybe you're tuning in on terrestrial 106.9 The Ranch, or perhaps through YouTube tonight, an opportunity that UIL has bestowed upon high school programs who can stream video with the audio. So here comes Colin Drake as he sends his team to the line of scrimmage with two receivers left, one to the right. H-back set to the right, a back offset to the left of Drake in the gun. And he's going to throw on the first play. Oh, in and out of the hands at the 32-yard line. And that was intended for Leyland Spencer on this near sideline. Incomplete. It'll be second down.
He was what you would call wide open. Indeed.
Yeah, just a little square in route, Ronnie, and a
Yep.
pretty hot pass from Colin Drake, but it went right through the fingertips. Now deploying out to the right are two receivers for Ennis, and the same to the other side of the field. Now in motion to join in the backfield with Colin Drake. Drake with a snap.
Beasley.
And it's Beasley with the handoff. Beasley with a gaping hole across the 30 down to the 25-yard line. And a quick hitter for Beasley. That was a nice offensive hole opened up in that line over there.
I'll tell you what, that offensive line is already pressing.
So here come your Ennis Lions. A big kick return, an incomplete pass, and now a big run by Beasley. Gets the football down to the 25.5-yard line. Here's to throw is Drake, and the ball's going to be incomplete, bounding across the field at the 12-yard line. So a missed throw right there for Colin Drake. Sets up second down and 10 for the Lions offense. Waxahachie, as I mentioned, coming in tonight with a 1-1 record. They were victorious in their first game, downing Copper's Cove in a big way, and then falling to the hands of the Lamar Vikings 19-7 in their most recent game. Lions to the line of scrimmage.
I believe that's Beasley in the backfield.
And here's the give coming left side. Big hole bursting through there to about the 16. Now they're going to give him forward progress to the 15-yard line. Should be a gain of 10, and it is. They'll move the chains, a new set of downs for Ennis as the Lions with a couple of big-time explosive plays.
That's a great block out here on the edge by Leyland Spencer, and Drew Pierce coming around the edge there to seal it off, open it up for Beasley on that play.
So here goes Drake. He going to get to Beasley. Yeah, Beasley to the right side. A couple of big-time, huge holes opened up by that offensive line. Beasley's going to scamper all the way down to the 5-yard line. He may have picked up 10 more. This may be a first and goal.
That first down brought to you by Ruston Cattle Company and Barbecues and Steakhouse, man. Y'all get out there. Get your smack on.
So it is indeed a first and goal at the 5-yard line of the Indians. Colin Drake in the gun with Beasley set to his right. Two receivers to the far side. Here comes Drake.
It's just too
He's
easy.
going to walk it in. Touchdown line.
You can put it on the board. Yes, indeed. The sheriff is back in town, folks, and basically just walked that one in, Timo.
No doubt about it.
That touchdown brought to you by Guild Mortgage and Stacy Fincher.
Wow, what an impressive drive. And it looked like, no doubt, the Ennis Lions they were on all cylinders hitting right there on that first drive.
And that offensive line is just smashing.
Here's the PAT attempt. The kick is up. The kick looks good. The kick is good. And just like that, with 10:18 to play, the Ennis Lions have taken a 7-0 lead against Waxahachie. Let's see, who's that touchdown brought to us by, Ronnie?
That touchdown was Gil Mortgage.
Gil
Miss
Mortgage.
Stacy Fisher, Stacy with an I. Hey, on what matters. That's
We're
right.
gonna take a quick time out. Hear from our sponsors. We'll be back with more Ennis Lions football on 106.9 The Ranch right after this.
Rice, located in
Two
Ennis,
spots.
Texas, is a member of the Rice Bank Shares Incorporated, with convenient locations in Ennis, Rice, Waxahachie, and Italy, Texas. They offer services of a modern financial institution, maintaining the integrity of a community bank with all decisions made locally. First State Bank's mission is to
can y'all hear me?
exceed your local banking need by offering competitive loan and deposit rate, mobile banking, and internet banking. Contact First State Bank in Ennis at 972-878-4040. Member FDIC.
I can't.
Go Lions.
Hey y'all,
couldn't
it's
see what it
fall
was.
in downtown Ennis. The fun starts October 1st. The amazing Hay Maze and Pumpkin Patch is back and bigger and better than ever. All ages will have fun navigating the 8-foot walls, and the charming Pumpkin Patch is perfect for your fall family photos. Join us Halloween weekend for fun carnival food vendors, music, and spooky decor. Follow us on Facebook, Ennis, Texas, the Main Street City, and download our mobile app, Ennis Y'all, for all events in Ennis. See you in downtown Ennis. Happy fall, y'all!
Looked like a fumble on that.
Following the touchdown there, decent kick return for Waxahachie. They'll get it out to around the 20,
Get it out to around the
27-yard line as we get the ensuing kickoff from the Lions. Following that touchdown. Speaking of that touchdown,
Interstate
Ronnie,
Bank scoring summer
Interstate
coming
Bank
to you.
scoring
It's a
summer
minute and
coming
42
to you.
seconds
It's a
on that
minute
drive. It
42
went
seconds on that
36
drive.
yards
It
with
went
6
36
plays.
yards
Colin
with
Drake
6 plays.
for
Colin
the
Drake
5-yard touchdown.
for the 5-yard
kick. It's
touchdown.
good 7-0 Ennis over Hatchie.
Ennis over
10 to 12 to play in the first quarter.
First look at the Indians' offense as they'll go with the gun. Very similar offense in style, but they're going to start off with an illegal procedure penalty, it appears. And that'll go against the Indians for 5 yards to be stepped off here.
Man, I can barely stay in my skin. Seriously, I just want to jump out and start slapping around the room, boy. Man.
We'll talk about these Waxahachie Indians. Their quarterback out there in the gun right now with two receivers both sides of the field. He's going to hand off to his running back right up the middle.
That's Cherry.
That's one of their star performers right there. Sean Cherry.
Big old boy.
5'10", 200 pounds, plays defensive end as well.
He gets the handoff.
And gets it back about 4 of the 5 yards from the penalty. So it'll be second down and about 11.
Waxahachie's offensive line is massive.
This quarterback is Casey Kelly, a senior, 5'11", 190 pounds. He's got a three receiver set to the near side of the field. One on the other side. Barks out the signals, gets the snap. He's going to turn and hand off coming left, and is going to be tackled after a short gain. Maybe gets a yard there.
Speedy Gonzalez. Yes, sir. Eric. Eric Speedy Gonzalez on the tackle. Led the team last 2 weeks ago with 11 tackles.
And here we go, third down. They say he was tackled at the line of scrimmage. So third down here. 9 minutes to play in this opening quarter. Ennis scores on its opening possession. Now Waxahachie facing a third. Long. Got pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw it. The ball's going to be caught around the 34. Still short of the first down, but he had a big-time Ennis line sacker coming in hard at him, Ronnie.
Did, Jarvion. Yeah, man.
Got rid of the ball just in time. And now here comes the Lions kick return team on the punt out on the field here.
That was an amazing job by the quarterback just to get that ball out because he was getting sacked. I didn't get a number on who it was.
Karan Smith, the punt returner, stepping back to his 30-yard line with 8:11, clock moving here in the first quarter. Ennis on top 7-0. And here's a short punt, end over end. He's going to kick away from Smith. He's going to have to let this roll. It's going to take a favorable bounce all the way inside the 5, all the way down to around the 1 yard line. No, it does go into the end zone.
Yep, squibbed out of his hand and caught the white line.
Oh, what a tough break for Waxahachie, because that was going to, I don't know, we'll have to talk to Rick about what kind of punt that would have been with the net right there. But 65 yards on the gross punt there. This will come out to the 20, but still a very fine punt, kicking away from Karan Smith. That's not a bad idea to kick away from Karan Smith.
Absolutely not. Not when he showed you what he could do on that kickoff.
So the Lions offense already one score up in this ball game, back on the field with one back set. And the Ennis Lions offense will more often than not just go with a single back set. I believe that's Beasley. No, it's not. It's D. Johnson. And he's going to get the handoff again. That right side of that offensive line dominating early. And another big gainer across the 27. And they may mark him at the 27, but nonetheless, a 7-yard pickup for D. Johnson. I believe his first carry of the ball game. That first drive, we got a heavy dose of Mr. Beasley. Clock moving now at 7 minutes, 29 seconds. 2 receivers to the left for Colin Drake, 1 to the right. He fakes the handoff. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get across the 30 and wrapped up and dropped there at the 31, maybe 31 and a half. But he gets the yards needed for the first down.
First down brought to you by A1A Moving, Frank Weaver and Company. Your move made easy.
Another first down for the Lions. They have 4 first downs in this ball game already. This the second drive of the ball game. Single back set to the left this time. I believe that's D. Johnson again, getting the handoff off the left side. He's going to try to bounce it out there. He does. He avoids one tackle. Now a host of Indians to run Johnson to the sideline.
That's a great downfield block out in front there by Jacoby Sterling, number 11 for Ennis. Actually got 2 blocks on that. This offensive line is just having their way.
You know, one of the things, Ronnie, that I noticed with that run by D. Johnson, that lower body strength right there, just to pull out of that first tackle. 2 receivers to the right side. Johnson again, the lone setback, fakes to Johnson, throws out here. He's got Spencer, makes a move on the sideline, gets across the 50-yard line and pushed out of bounds.
Oh.
A little warning there from the referee to a Waxahachie player.
Yeah, number 1, Hawkins took a punch. Looked like to me. He swung at him.
Swatting flies or something.
Yeah.
But they're going to mark him down or mark him out of bounds at the 50-yard line was Leyland Spencer. So now we've got second down and 6 with 6:23 and counting here in the first quarter. Ennis on top, leading 7-0 with that one score.
Oh, no. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's on the ground, but Ennis is going to capitalize. And
great job by Drake right there. Recognized it immediately, covered the ball, protect the possession.
Checking into the ball game now for the Ennis Lions.
Jace Berry.
Yep, number 16, Jace Berry. Only a sophomore, I believe.
And a very good one. Speedy young man.
Now you've got 3rd and 8. Colin Drake with the ball back across the 50-yard line, or it was. Here's the snap. Drake looks to throw. He's got pressure coming from the right. Now he's going to roll out to the left. He gets the ball. I believe that's Spencer on a crossing route. A very fine tackle on the far sideline at the 44 will prevent Spencer from picking up that first down, but they're going to give it to him. Right on. Leyland Spencer with the crossing route coming from the left side all the way across the field, and Drake and Spencer hook up. Yeah, we know that won't be the last time that combination.
Probably not.
Lions to the line of scrimmage. To the far hash mark, man in motion. Drake looks. Now he's going to hand off. Ball's coming left to D. Johnson. Big hole. Look out. Beasley it is again across the 40, 35, and dropped down to 30. Beasley has got that burst of speed, Ronnie, when he gets through the hole.
He sure does.
He really does. He really has that accelerator pushed to the floor.
And he got a great block out front by Pierce on that again. Tell you what, this offensive line, Dorian Strong, Pierce, I believe Mendez is the center.
And there's a fake to Beasley. He's going to throw out here to Spencer. He's got him ISO one-on-one. And there's a little stiff arm from Beasley, which is going to allow him to get inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. Showing that big body wide receiver strength there.
Get off of me. Just get off of me. Leyland, ATM Spencer.
And Lions quickly to the line of scrimmage. And we've got the false start. This may go against the Ennis Lions here. We'll see what the call is.
False start.
There you go, Bart. That'll back the Lions up 5 yards.
We give this offensive line Patlin, Mendez, Cody Jersick, Dorian Strong, Drew Pierce, and Tamario Pace. Let me tell you, they're being nasty already.
You know, Ronnie, you got several guys on that offensive line that have had a lot of snaps over the years.
Yes, sir.
Mean and nasty and experienced is what you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Clock stopped momentarily. Now they'll roll it again with 4:15 to play in this opening quarter. Ennis on top already with a touchdown. This the second offensive possession and threatening again.
Clayton Jenkins at tight end.
Here's a handoff coming left. Big hole. Gets inside the 10.
Forget it.
D. Johnson.
Oh, break out the ho-hos and the ding-dongs because Mr. D. Johnson just stepped it out.
Right.
That touchdown brought to you by Guild Mortgage and Stacy Fincher.
What a combination.
That's a great
D.
combination.
Johnson and Beasley.
Oh, man. I mean, you know, Johnson's got great speed and he's got some swift moves, but he's got a little power. I mean, he is. And Beasley does too. Beasley got some punch.
On trots Aguilar, and the kick is up, and the kick is good.
Hold on, we got a flag.
Whoops.
Bart's going to keep us in check right there unless this goes against Waxahachie. It appears that it will. Thank you, Bart. 4:01 to play in the opening quarter. Ennis looking hot, folks. Rolling here early. 14-0 over Waxahachie. We're going to take the Edward Jones and Jeff Irish timeout. We'll be back with more of your Ennis Lions football brought to you by First State Bank right after this.
Our expanded kitchen now means every night we're open is steak night. Our family has always been proud to support Ennis Lions, so come eat at Russ.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lime Memorial Stadium. Tim Samuels and Ronnie Greer. Ennis, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 14-0, looking very impressive. And speaking of that second touchdown, Ronnie, what's the score and summary here?
3 minutes and 54 seconds, went 80 yards in 9 plays. Johnson went to 14 yards for the touchdown. Aguilar's kick was good, 14-0 Ennis with 3:56 to play in the first quarter. And that's brought to you by Ennis State Bank.
Well, here comes the Waxahachie Indians getting their hands on the football for the second time, forced to punt. And they were able to pin the Ennis Lions deep in their own territory by way of that 65-yard punt. But Ennis quickly rolled down the field to score that second touchdown. And now we may have another false start against Waxahachie.
Hey, we got a different quarterback.
Who do we got, Bart? What number you got down there?
Number 11.
Number 11 is Roderick Hartsfield Jr., a 6-foot, 180-pound quarterback. So Roderick Hartsfield gets the nod here to come out of the bullpen and take over for Casey.
Hey guys, I'm gonna show you a point. You know, we've scored on every time we've had the ball except one, and the reason we didn't score that time because the clock ran out.
Look at there. Already early in the season, Bart Harrison throwing those statistics at us. Here's a give up the middle, trying the left side, but stonewalled and stymied by that Ennis front. And I believe maybe back to the line of scrimmage. If not, let's see. It was already 1st and 15 by virtue of the penalty. And he will get, they're going to give him progress for 1.5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 14 with 3:32 to play this opening quarter. So Roderick Hartsfield already in the ball game, doing a little relief pitching as a quarterback here for Waxahachie. In the gun calling, got 2 backs in the backfield. It's going to be a little counter here across the 20 to about the 23 before he's rudely shoved back by an aggressive Ennis Lions defense.
Caden Hubbard, senior. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, that young man fielded the hole.
Waxahachie trying to get a little extra beef in that backfield with the 2 running backs. Sean Cherry being their usual go-to there in the backfield for Waxahachie. They also want to get the ball in the hands of their outstanding receiver, Brandon Hawkins, the senior receiver with over 1,130 yards receiving last year and 14 touchdowns. He yet to touch the ball so far. Looking to throw his Hartsfield. He's got Ennis line pressure. He steps up, and he's got some room to run. He's going to try to get to the far sideline at the 30, close to first down yardage. Let's see where they mark the football towards the Waxahachie sideline.
He didn't get it.
He didn't get it. Okay, Bart. Yeah, it was tough to see from this angle since it was clear across the field where he went out of bounds. In fact, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 30. He needed to reach the 34. So for the second time tonight, Waxahachie will call upon its punter to come in here and kick it away. And as stated just a few minutes ago, he got away a 65-yarder that went into the end zone on his first punt attempt. Dropping back to the 32-yard line, I believe once again is Karan Smith.
Timeout, Waxahachie.
Timeout, Waxahachie. That's an Edwards Jones and Jeff Irish timeout. We'll take one with him with 2:17 to play, opening quarter. Ennis 14, Waxahachie 0. When we come back with more Ennis Lions football right after this. Here's a big punt. Returning another nice return across the 50-yard line. Karan Smith took a low line drive off the bounce and sped up field. And again, Ennis already for the 3rd time tonight inside Waxahachie territory. They'll operate here, set up shop for the 49-yard line of the Indians. 2:04 to play in this opening quarter. Ennis has come out strong, folks, here tonight at Lyon Memorial.
Showing their wares. They are.
So Colin Drake brings his offense to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, trips to the left. Ball's on the near hash. Here's the snap. Gibbs coming left. That looks like Beasley up the middle. A gaping hole by the left side of the offensive line will net Beasley right about 11 yards as he'll get down to the 39 of Waxahachie.
Pearson Strong over here on this left side just completely blew that out.
This offensive line play, they were stellar against Red Oak, and here tonight, looking extremely strong from the jump.
Jay, we got to include Clayton Jenkins in on that too. So he moves over behind him, and there's man.
Yeah, there's a handoff up the middle. another 4 or 5 yards, seemingly before a Waxahachie player puts a helmet on him.
Once again.
And to the 34-yard line is going to be right at a gain of 5 yards.
5 yards down to the Indians.
Ronnie already Ennis with 9 first downs in this ball game.
Makes the tackle for the Indians. It's going to be second down.
A minute 8 to play here in this opening quarter.
For the Lions from the Indians.
Lions have already amassed 136 yards. Beasley goes in motion, so an empty back set. Colin Dray's going to keep it. Colin Dray's going to break one tackle at the 31. He'll get to the 29, and with that measurement, should give the Ennis Lions their 10th first down of this first quarter.
Jenkins and Mendez out in front of that. First down brought to you by Dakota Utility Contractors.
22:51 left.
Down to 40 seconds and ticking here in quarter number 1. Ennis breaks the huddle with trick receivers to the left and a single back to the right of Drake. That's Beasley. And Beasley gets the football coming left. And a pretty good job by the Indians kind of stopping him around the line of scrimmage. He may roll out of that initial tackle and fall forward for about a yard. Yeah, they're going to give him a yard on the play, about a yard and a half on that. And that may be the final play here from Lyle Memorial in quarter number 1 as we tick down to 3, 2, 1. End of quarter. The Battle of 287. Ennis 14, Waxahachie 0. You're listening to Ennis Lions football, brought to you by First State Bank. We'll be back with more Lions football when we return after these messages.
Our score, the Ennis Lions.
Hi, I'm Jeff Irish, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, Jeff Irish, with Edward Jones, am a proud sponsor of Ennis Lions football on 106.9 The Ranch. Call 972-875-4706 or stop by my office at 1905 West Ennis Avenue, Suite 401 for a face-to-face appointment. Making sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Kozlowski Collision Repair is run by a family that will treat your vehicle like their own. Located in Ennis, they provide professional and affordable collision repair that you can depend on. Dent removal, auto body work, and collision repair. You name it, and they'll take care of it. Contact Kozlowski Collision Repair today at 972-875-3900 for all of your collision repair needs. Kozlowski Collision Repair, a proud sponsor of the Ennis Lions.
KRVF, Curran, Cedar Creek, Kaufman, Hillsboro. Texans, Outlaws, and Legends. 106.9 The Ranch.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lyle Memorial Stadium. First play. Here's a dart to Leyland Spencer for Colin Drake on a 2nd down and 9 in the first play of the second quarter. Drake to Spencer on just a simple slant route.
I mean, that was a dart
And then he got
out
all
of the
way
sheriff's
down to the
hand.
7-yard line, I believe, Ronnie, where they're going to spot
The
this.
Indians was Corey Key.
Ennis looks sharp. I know I've said that a couple of times, but they look extremely impressive.
Sharper than a Wilkinson blade sword.
And here we go, 11:28 to play. And here we go, up the middle is Drake on the quarterback keeper. He calls his own number 18. Goes down to the 5-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 2.
Boy, got all in behind Drew Pierce and just kind of rode him.
Anthony Gallo. Charge for the Indians. Second and goal
Breaking the huddle.
for the Lions.
Karan Smith in the ball game. He'll be one of the 2 receivers split to the far side of the field. Single back set. Is that D. Johnson or is that Spencer? I mean, Beasley. That's Beasley. But it's going to be Colin Drake trying to bounce it outside. And he's going to get all the way down to close to the 1-yard line. Colin Drake showing some of that muscle mass.
He was battling.
In the offseason.
Takes it down to the Indians.
Got to hurry up.
They got to hurry up. They're already to the line of scrimmage. Got the receiver set, back set, everybody set. Here's the give.
Beasley.
Jumping over the middle is Beasley
Off
for
we
another
go
touchdown.
into the wild blue yonder.
Devion Beasley making the handoff.
That's what you call airborne.
Takes it in for the Lions score.
And that touchdown by Mr. Beasley is brought to you by Guild Mortgage and Stacy Fincher.
How about that?
Wide open.
10:29 to
What
play.
do you think, Bart?
Proud supporter of the Ennis Lions.
What do you think about it, Bart?
I like it. We've scored every time we've had the ball.
Like last week, huh? Never punted.
They didn't punt 2 weeks ago either.
We might put the punter on waivers.
10:29 to play, folks, from Lime Memorial Stadium. Ennis 21, Waxahachie 0. Wow. We'll be right back here after this timeout.
Folks, did you know your front door is your first chance to make a great impression? That's why Ennis Door and Trim should be your only stop for custom commercial and residential doors, windows, and trim. Go see Robert Blazik and his crew at 2607 South Kaufman in Ennis or call 972-875-7800. You can also shop them online at ennisdoor.com. That's Ennis Door and Trim, where opening doors daily is their business.
What's up, Ennis Lions Nation? This is Jake Willingham, a realtor with Keller Williams Realty and proud supporter of Ennis ISD. I'd like to wish the Ennis football program all the best this season. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, please feel free to give me a call or send me a text at 972-740-6851. That's 972-740-6851. Or visit our website at soldlikeamug.com. Go Lions.
And we're back at Lime Memorial Stadium. Tim Samuels and Ronnie Greer. And there's a booming kick through the end zone and rolls out of the back of the end zone. And Waxahachie, Ronnie's got to be shell-shocked, finding themselves down 21-0 with still 10:29 to play in the second quarter.
Absolutely. They're used to coming in here, especially, now that they've moved up to 6A and been having a little more power and a lot more kids. I think there was 51 seniors on that roster, I believe.
That's just crazy. Well, and
wow.
Ronnie, you hate to put salt in the wound, but this is a very young team still with, especially depending on a lot of young players.
Right.
Last year, they're junior varsity, which we know are feeding grounds.
Young on the field.
Yeah. And their JV last year was 0-10 in their first year in 6A. Here's Waxahachie's offense back on the field. They've got to get something jump-started here. Quarterback is going to throw. He's got a man open. There's going to be a catch.
That's Brandon Hawkins. That's the go-to man right there. They're going to get the ball to him any way they can.
And I believe, based on what Bart had told us, I believe that's the quarterback that had come in for Casey. Yeah, this is Roderick Hartsfield Jr., who's in the game now for his second offensive possession. So inside in his territory with a big throw to Hawkins. And he's looking to throw again. No, he gives the ball going around the right side. Got some running room over there inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line.
Another tackle by Hubbard. Hubbard and Chapman team up over there.
I believe that was Cherry on the carry that time. Yeah, Brandon Hawkins is a bona fide, legit college player right there. And here's your 2nd and 5 play. Hartsfield at quarterback. Cherry in the backfield, 3-step drop, looking to throw, is going to step up in the pocket. He's got pressure. He gets the ball away. Is this going to be a loose football? No, they say it was incomplete. And barely.
Oh, he called it incomplete.
Yeah, he sure did. Incomplete, barely getting out of the grasp of him.
Octavius Johnson.
Coming hard. Wrapped him around his kneecaps as he was releasing the football, but they ruled that he did throw it forward, and it goes down in the books as an incomplete pass. Clock stopped momentarily with 9:39 to play in the second quarter with Ennis on top 21-0 over Waxahachie. They're Ellis County rivals here.
Johnson, a 5'10", 260-pound junior defensive lineman.
Hartsfield's going to bring his offense to the line of scrimmage. Check that. It looks like we've got Casey Kelly is back in the game.
Timeout, Waxahachie.
Timeout, Waxahachie. We'll take one, too. Brought to you by Edward Jones and Jeff Irish. And we'll be back with more of your Ennis Lions football right here on the ranch after this.
I'm Angie Juneman, the proud mayor of the city of Ennis. If you haven't been to historic downtown Ennis lately, now is the time. The newly completed Dallas Street features a beautiful tree-lined boulevard, inviting you to explore unique shops and restaurants located throughout downtown. Every Saturday morning, vendors line the streets for the Bluebonnet Market, where you will find fresh produce, unique items, and plenty of friendly smiling faces. Download our free mobile app, Ennis Y'all, for a complete listing of everything you will want to experience in Ennis. Come see us and find out what the Bluebonnet spirit is all about.
Looking to qualify for a home loan? Go see Stacy Fincher at Guild Mortgage in Ennis. Guild Mortgage has helped families finance for over 50 years. Guild has low down payment options including USDA, VA, FHA, and many others. Visit StacyFincher.com. That's Stacy with an I. Go see Stacy at 101 Northwest Main Street in Ennis or call 469-337-4916. Guild Mortgage, own what matters. Go Lions.
Guild Mortgage Company is an equal housing lender company, NMLS 3274, Stacy Fincher, NMLS 469883. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply, subject to change without notice.
Back at Lime Memorial on 3rd down and 5. 9:33. That's a play in the second quarter. That was incomplete. It looked like Casey Kelly had his receiver open there for a second there, Ronnie.
So nice, we had to hear it twice. I'll tell you what, man, that was, just out of the reach of that receiver. It could have been a potentially good, pretty nice game.
So after Brandon Hawkins, their widely noted wide receiver, definitely college prospect, makes a big pass play, having to punt again. I believe the third punt already after 3 possessions. Karan Smith is going to drop back to the 15-yard line. And we have a whistle before the snap back to the punter.
Let's give this little PSA right quick. When those images you're seeing across your screen on YouTube, those are for the EISD stadium sponsors. The audio commercials that you're hearing, those are for 106.9 The Ranch, our broadcast. They're actually 2 separate things. So just know that sometimes the image on the screen might not match the sponsor that you're hearing about, and that's the reason why.
Very well done, partner. All right, so a re-kick after they step off 5 yards, and there's the boot. Karan Smith is going to try to chase this down. Again, they're kicking away from him. They'll kick this one out of bounds, and a pretty short kick. It looks like they're going to mark this around the 25-yard line, and that's where the Lions will have it 1st down and 10.
Well, I'll tell you what, like I was talking with Bart down there on the sideline about last week, you score on every possession except the last one. The only reason you don't score on it is because you run the clock out, so are we looking at deja vu or what?
Ronnie, it's just it's impressive to see what we're seeing, this display of offensive football. And we're talking still early in the year.
Yes.
Only the second ball game, and this team is playing as though they've already played 6 or 7 ball games. Just a good, solid performing engine right now are the Ennis Lions. And here's Colin Drake looking to throw, hands off, and just a simple give play coming to the right side across the 26, maybe to the 27. So a short gain of 2 yards.
And the Lions are coming off of 2 weeks of preparation, having Keller Fossil Ridge canceled due to some COVID cases up there. But dry run and doing it in the game are completely different things. So you got to give the kids credit.
Here's a snap back to Drake. He's got 3 steps, got some time. He's going to throw it out there deep, and it's going to go to the sideline out of bounds. Incomplete, but we have a flag down.
Offsides defense.
And against the defense is what Bart's got for us. That pass was intended for Karan Smith.
Number 3 of the defense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Karan Smith is kind of symbolic of the Swiss Army knife, isn't he? I mean, he can do a little bit of everything.
He sure can. Karan came to us from Louisiana after I think it was Katrina.
Yeah, it was.
And came up and stayed and wound up being a big part of this program. And tell you what, just a great kid, and we're so blessed to have him.
And this looks like D. Johnson. Big hole to that right side one more time, and he'll get out to about the 49-yard line. Boy, nice job of blocking and nice job of running by D. Johnson.
That first down brought to you by Ronnie Cromwell, Shelley Smiley York at City Real Estate.
Line of scrimmage to 49. We have 8:40 to play. The clock moving in the second quarter of a 21-0 ball game. Ennis on top. They've scored in all 3 possessions. They'll send the H back to the left side. Here's a throw back to the right side. Caught to the near sideline and out of bounds. And making the catch for the Lions right there was
Nemo.
Nemo Simmons.
Skyland Nemo Simmons.
Well, what a breakout game he had for Frisco Star last year, Ronnie.
That first down brought to you by Jake Willingham, Keller Williams Realtor.
Leyland Spencer to the outside and Ron Smith to the slot at the far side of the field. Single receiver is Simmons to the right side. Going in motion is the H-back. There's the fake to D. Johnson. The throw out here to Simmons. The ball's caught and out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Short gain, but a positive gain of 4 yards on the play.
Chipping it away, Waxahachie giving up the underneath stuff with the double safeties back. So you take what they're going to give you.
You'll take 2nd and 5 all day long. Line of scrimmage, the Indians' 33-yard line with 8 minutes exactly. Clock stopped right now with Simmons going out of bounds.
You got a single safety.
There's two to the left side, and it's going to be Drake. There's the screen pass. He's got Karan Smith. If he'd have broke that, he's going to get tripped up right about the 26, maybe the 27. We'll check on the mark, but very close to another Ennis line first down.
That was shoestring right there.
You're not kidding.
They didn't give it to him.
3rd and inches, and there's the handoff trying to step his way through there. He does his D. Johnson. He'll get inside the 25, down to the 22.
That first down brought to you by CNB of Texas. Bank Empowered. Thank you, Susan Beeman.
For the Indians was LaMarcus.
7:26 to play in the second quarter. 4 possessions. The Lions are threatening for a 4th time. 2 receivers left. 1 back in the backfield with Drake. It's D. Johnson. He fakes to him. He's going to the flag route. He's got Simmons. He makes the catch, but out of bounds. If he'd have had 1 more yard of real estate there, he might have kept his foot in bounds.
Who got run over there?
That camera dude got nailed, boy.
Bystander, yeah.
Of course, we're talking about Simmons that goes anywhere from 6'4" to 6'6", depending on who you talk to.
That was pretty, man. That was a beautiful ball. Golly.
The line of scrimmage remains the 22. 2nd and 10 with the clock stopped at 7:11. Clayton Jenkins in motion from left to right. Here's the give coming right. And going to be tripped up with a nice tackle as a flag is thrown in. Making the tackle that time for Waxahachie was number 32, LaMarcus Reed, the sophomore linebacker who goes 5'8" and 190. He stepped up and filled the hole nicely and made a good solid lower leg tackle.
Maybe a chop block.
If so, that will go against the Ennis Lions. Thank you, Bart.
I'm going to send a shout out. Happy birthday to Caden Hubbard. He's having a big game tonight. Young man enjoying his date of birth today.
No doubt.
He had 6 tackles last week.
Okay.
So they will mark off the penalty against the Lions. And they'll move the football back to the 32. Nope. Yep, 32-yard line. Nose almost touching the 32. So we'll call it that with 7:06 to play. 2nd down and officially now 20 yards needed for the first. Simmons, your receiver to the right with Karan Smith in the slot to the left along with Leyland Spencer. Drake will send Jenkins in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. He looks right. Now he's going to step up. He's got pressure and he'll go down. Colin Drake is going to be sacked.
13.
Yeah, number 13 for Waxahachie is that man again, Jamarcus
Head.
Yep, Jamarcus Head, a D1 prospect, right, at the linebacker position.
Yeah, he's had big games every time that the Indians have taken the field. Second quarter shout-outs brought to you by Doc's Beverage. We're going to shout out to, let's start out with Erlene Boone sitting at home in her recliner. Probably got some cornbread and red beans or something. Wayne Minner, Jimmy Coker, Barbara Wilhart watching for her from her home here in Ennis.
Here we go, 3rd and 20. You got double-stacked receivers to the left side. Drake's going to look that way. He's going long. He's got a man out there.
Double coverage.
Incomplete with that double coverage. You're exactly right, Ronnie.
Yeah, that's the only way you're going to stop that young man. Second quarter shout-out going out to Catherine and Jazz Jackson, Robin and Robert Marshall listening over in Waxahachie. We don't hate them for it. Shout-out to Renee Lambeth listening in here in Ennis with her 2 grandkids, Briley and Zayden. Renee, we heard about your good scans, and the crew celebrates with you, darling. Caleb Stevens watching live at Marine Corps Detachment. Hoorah!
No doubt.
Shout out to Dr. Gilbert Santos, Rose, Ellie, and Jessica listening out in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
For the first time in 5.5 quarters to start the 2020 football season, the Ennis Lions offense has been stopped. That is, in fact, if Colin Drake punts this way. But it is 4th and 26.
It'll be the first. We'll give one more quick shout out while we can. Out to Daryl Longball Heine and Richard Fat Fingers Harrison and Bobby Kyle Harrison.
That's my cousins.
Yeah, good old boys.
Waxahachie will send the return man back to the 10-yard line, but kicking away from Brandon Hawkins is Colin Drake. And let's see where this is going to bound out of bounds on the far side of the field. They're going to mark it somewhere around the 20. Is it going to be right on the 20-yard line?
Looks that way.
It appears that it will be.
Shout out to Brian Black, listening up in Nashville, Tennessee. Danny Potok out at Certainty. Walter and Glenda Boyd, Momsy and Pops. Bruce and Barbara Davis, good friends of mine. Thanks for listening. Got a shout out going up to K.D. Davis, the former Shark. Well, I guess he is still a Shark, huh? Yep.
Yes, he is. Looks like we got a little Wildcat going here with Brandon Hawkins.
Yep.
He'll turn it held to Cherry. Cherry with a big hole to the right side. Good looking play for Waxahachie across the 30 to the 31. So the wide receiver turned quarterback out of the shotgun. Brandon Hawkins turns and hands to his big running back, Cherry, to the offensive key performers for Waxahachie. He'll get the Waxahachie second first down of the ball game as we've ticked under 6 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Hawkins, I'll tell you what, they're going to get the ball to him any way they can.
Hawkins stays in the game as that kind of proverbial Wildcat quarterback. He'll take the snap. This time Hawkins is going to keep it around the right side. He's going to somehow find a seam to nudge out a few yards, it appears, as he gets down to the 27.
Indian tries the right side. Picks up maybe a yard.
Shout out to Eddie and Bridget McElroy listening here in Ennis, Texas. Shout out to our good old buddy, Nick Jordan. Me and Nick carrying on the bet.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, about 50 years.
Y'all aren't that old.
Yeah, but his dad and Buzzy Gilmore carried it on for about the first 30 or 40.
Now the Indians will go 2 receivers split to the right side and the same to the near side of the field. Be to give to Cherry. He's going to be stood up and dropped in the backfield. I don't believe he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Sean Cherry taking the head of Brandon Hawkins.
So again, Hawkins stayed in the game as that quarterback. So officially now Waxahachie has run out 3 different quarterbacks, even though one, Hawkins, being a wide receiver by trade, has got this series so far.
And that's your second quarter shout-outs brought to you by, well, let's say, old Greg Crow. How about old Greg Crow? We're going to say shout out to that old boy.
So go by and
3rd down and 9.
Get you a smoothie from Smoothie King at the concession stand.
And dropping back to throw, I believe that's the other quarterback that they've used. It is Roderick Hartsfield. He throws to the right side, I believe incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down again.
One more time.
Waxahachie has already punted 3 times in the ballgame.
Brandon Hawkins taking the pass from Roderick Hartsfield.
So it'll be 4th and 9.
Out to the 36-yard
With the line of scrimmage to 36. 3:59 to play in the quarter.
DeAndre Lewis making the 50 play for Ennis.
Uh-oh.
Is that Karan Smith?
You
They're
know
going to
it
kick
was
away
Karan.
again, and they're going to let this ball bound, and it's still rolling inside the 30, inside the 25. and all the way down to the 20-yard line. So another big punt when you get those kind of rolls.
Karan just stood there. He was like digging the seam with the gangster lean as that ball went by.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one with it. Brought to you by Edward Jones and Jeff Irish. We'll be back with more of your First State Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football when we return right after this.
Ennis Lions fans rejoice. Frank Kent's Chevy, Dodge, Jeep, Ram is revving up our engines and gearing up to cheer on our favorite football team as they mow down the competition this 2019 football season. No fumbles here. Frank Kent has you covered from tailgates to tires, Lion-themed wraps to off-road accessories. We'll make sure you make it to each game in style and on time. Check us out online at frankkentennis.com or come down to Ennis Avenue and I-45. Frank Kent, community-driven and locally different since 1935.
At Permaco Royalties LLC, we buy oil royalties, gas royalties, and mineral rights. Our primary focus is the Permian Basin in West Texas, but we buy anywhere in the United States. Permaco Royalties, along with its principals, are committed to providing sellers with the smoothest closing process in the industry. In an effort to deliver to mineral and royalty owners, we offer competitive prices and promise to work quickly from start to finish. If you're interested in getting a free offer with no obligation to sell, please contact us at offer@permaco.com.
Well, a first down pass intended for Simmons was incomplete, and now here's another pass. Simmons again. He makes the catch.
Yeah.
He gets
Watch
by.
out.
Look out. It
You
could be a
ain't-
foot
no,
race.
it ain't no
30,
race. It's over.
20, 10. Say goodnight to this one. Touchdown line.
You can put it on the board. Yes.
How about that?
Nemo Simmons. That touchdown brought to you by Guild Mortgage and Stacy Fincher. Boy, I'll tell you what. One shout out, Tim, before we go, and it's going to some ball coaches. Zach Harrell and Dale Walker, both Ennis alums, listening while scouting over in Lindale.
Nice.
Get it right, boys.
You know they will.
Back at you, brother.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Simmons, he definitely took advantage and redeemed himself after dropping a nice throw from Colin Drake
Sure did.
on the first pass, and then avoided a tackle, broke a tackle, and then some sheer speed to run to
man.
daylight, and the extra point is up and good. Wow, what a play and what a performance by the Ennis Lions. 3:05 to play in the second quarter. Ennis all over Waxahachie, 28-0. We'll be back with more of your First State Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football right after this.
Hey y'all, it's fall in downtown Ennis. The fun starts October 1st. The amazing Hay Maze and Pumpkin Patch is back and bigger and better than ever. All ages will have fun navigating the 8-foot walls, and the charming Pumpkin Patch is perfect for your fall family photos. Join us Halloween weekend for fun carnival food vendors, music, and spooky decor. Follow us on Facebook, Ennis, Texas, and Main Street City, and download our mobile app, Ennis Y'all, for all events in Ennis. See you in downtown Ennis. Happy fall, y'all!
Looking to qualify for a home loan? Go see Stacy Fincher at Guild Mortgage in Ennis. Guild Mortgage has helped families finance for over 50 years. Guild has low down payment options including USDA, VA, FHA, and many others. Visit stacyfincher.com. That's Stacy with an I. Go see Stacy at 101 Northwest Main Street in Ennis or call 469-337-4916. Guild Mortgage, own what matters. Go Lions.
Guild Mortgage Company is an equal housing lender company, NMLS 3274, Stacy Fincher, NMLS 469883. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply, subject to change without notice.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lime Memorial Stadium. Tim Samuels and Ronnie Greer. You talk about stellar, sometimes an overused expression of offensive play, but I don't think that gives enough credit to what the Ennis Lions have done, Ronnie, in this ballgame.
No,
You've got a scoring summary to really kind of reflect on what I'm talking about here.
Well,
Take it away.
42 seconds. They went 79 yards in 42 seconds. Do the math on that. 3 plays, 28-0 for your Ennis Lions, and it was a 70-yard touchdown throw from a Colin Drake to to Skyland Nemo Simmons. Aguilar's kick was good. 28-0. Ennis, 2:56 to play. Fourth quarter brought to you by Ennis State Bank.
Well, Waxahachie, which has had 3 different quarterbacks out there tonight, including one of the wide receivers, they'll bring Hartsfield back out as a signal caller for Waxahachie. Ronnie, if you're Waxahachie, what do you do at this point?
Well,
I mean, how do you
don't put me on the spot like that. Call Ghostbusters, I guess. I don't know, but you were talking about, not change the subject, but you were talking about the speed shown by Nemo Simmons on coming down that sideline.
Correct.
Well, it's not. You eating up some yardage when you're covering about 4 yards a stride. I mean,
and that's not very much exaggeration.
No, I'm not. He was eating them up, boy.
So Hartsfield with backs to the goalpost here almost. Here's a give, him standing on the end line, and a simple handoff is going to be a very short yardage, maybe getting 1.5 yards, maybe, out across the 6 or 7 yard line.
Man, I'm going to tell you about this Chapman kid out here playing middle linebacker for Ennis. Everywhere he goes, Tim, he arrives with bad intentions. Everywhere he goes. Man.
He gets to that location, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And I tell you what, he's going to let you know he's there when he arrives.
2:24. Waxahachie would just like to run out some clock here, but they face 2nd and 13 from their own 7. They're in a 3-receiver set, 2 left, 1 right, a single back set. And here's Hartsfield. He's going to get the snap, and he's going to drop back to throw in the end zone, and the ball's going to be out there and incomplete. He had a man coming across on a post route at the 22, and just the ball wasn't there quick enough, and it falls harmlessly to the turf, 3rd down.
Well, and I'm going to tell you, too, also, credit Devion Beasley right there for letting that young man live, because he had him sighted, and he recognized what was happening there and saw that it was an uncatchable ball, and he let the young man keep breathing.
Well, 3rd and 13 here. And Ennis, of course, still has all 3 of its team timeouts. Waxahachie down to 1, but they're not looking to stop the clock. They want to come up with some kind of miracle here to get a first down so they don't have to punt again, where Ennis can use those timeouts. And here's just a simple dump pass out here at the 5 and tackled at about the 6.5, 7 yard line, a loss on the play. And you can expect Ennis to use a timeout here with 1:56 to play.
Timeout, Ennis.
OPC, Peyton Chapman once again doing what he do.
Hey, Ronnie, we'll keep it right here, but have we gone over these first quarter stats?
We have not, but
Please
we can.
do, sir.
All right, and let's see. The stat update is brought to you by Kozlowski Collision Repair. You bend it, we mend it. First downs, Ennis has 15 first downs to Waxahachie's 2. 291 total yards for the Lions to 74 for the Tribe. Passing yards at 154 and 33 for the Tribe, 154 for Ennis. 21 carries, 137 yards for the Lions. 10 carries, 41 yards for the Tribe. Let's see. Let's get down here. Penalty yards. Doing a little better tonight are the Lions. Gave up 110 last ball game, I think. Right now they've had three flags for 20 yards, and Waxahachie 5 for 25. Third down conversions, Ennis is 5 of 6, and Waxahachie has yet to convert on third down.
There you go. So Waxahachie, for the 5th time tonight of this first half, bringing on their punting team. Karan Smith drops back, standing at the Waxahachie 35. Gets the punt away, and again, this time Karan's going to have a chance. He drops the ball, now has to backtrack to get it. Now he's going to try to speed up field. He breaks the tackle there. 35, spins off at 30, and he's going to spin again at the 26, and indeed the flag comes in. Karan Smith unable to handle the football in the beginning, but showing a lot of that elusiveness and some of that athletic ability that he's got.
We might have a block in the back.
No.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, I saw it.
You'll see where they mark that at the point of contact on the penalty. That will determine where we set up shop 1st and 10. The officials are gathering around the 35, 37-yard line.
Of the return team.
What?
From the spot of the foul.
From the spot of the foul it will be, and they're going to move the football. Let's see if they're going to mark it.
Sam is unhappy about it. as most of y'all already knew that before I told you.
The nose of the football will be at the 50-yard line. So Ennis with a relatively short field and still 1:39 to play in the second quarter.
He's still chewing on his ear a little bit.
As Ronnie said, the Lions close to 300 yards total offense in this first half. Still got 1:39 to play.
Colin Drake, 9 of 14 for 154 yards in the TD.
Drake's looking left, but he's going to come back to the right. He's got a man. Ball's caught across the 45 down to the 40-yard line. That should be enough yardage for a first down.
That's 10. Jarvis Williams.
Yeah, how about Jarvis?
Yeah, out there getting him a little playing time.
Yeah, taking advantage of it with that nice pitch and catch from Colin Drake. Now 2 receivers to the left and 3 receivers in this empty back set with Colin Drake. He's going to get the snap. He's looking downfield. He throws out there. He's got a man going to the turf. Does he make the catch? They're going to give him credit. They're going to give him credit for making that catch. Who was that?
First down, Karan Smith.
Okay, Karan Smith. Way to go down and get it, son.
No, didn't get the first, though.
About a half a yard short?
Yeah.
Or maybe shorter than that, a few laces of the football short. 3 receivers set. Drake's looking back to the right. He's going to go that way. He's got a man. Ball's caught. Spun down right at the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play.
And a first down. That first down brought to you by Black Land Building Supply. Hey, get out there and check out the prices and go to the big box store, and you're going to be surprised. I'll tell you right now. So better yet, don't go to the big box store and waste your time. Go to Black Land Building Supply.
Timeout, Ennis.
Timeout, Ennis. They'll use number 2 of 3, and that occurs with 49 seconds. Ronnie, you want to keep it right here? You want to go to a commercial break?
Let's take a break.
Let's do that. Timeout on the field brought to you by Edward Jones and Jeff Irish. I'm Tim Samuels. He's Ronnie Gurr. We'll be back with more First State Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football right after this.
Founded in 1993, Lone Star Railroad Contractors is an on-call 24/7 maintenance and construction service company. Don't get derailed. We will make sure your rails are clean, safe, and maintained, keeping your business on track. Family owned and operated out of Ennis, Texas, Lone Star Railroad Contractors are proud sponsors of the Ennis Lions and Lady Lions. They cover tracks from New Mexico to Nebraska and Texas to Tennessee. Look them up online at LoneStarRailroad.com or contact Josh Newman at 972-878-9500. Lone Star Railroad Contractors. We're making tracks.
When it came to moving, I was stressed because that's the last thing I enjoy doing. That's when I called my friends over at A1A Movers in Ennis. One short call with a few details and the appointment was made. I depended on the professional and friendly staff with years of experience, and it was the best decision I've made in years. Moving is what they do every day, all day. It's not a side job, it is their job. One haul did it all. If you're moving local or anywhere in the U.S., give my friends A1A Movers a call. A1A moves businesses as well as homes. You can find them online at A1AMoving.com. A1A Movers, your move made easy.
You can put it on the board. Yes.
Well, that'll teach us to go to a commercial break. You said they went 79 yards in 41 seconds a while ago. We should have known because, indeed, Colin Drake to Leyland Spencer, that dynamic duo has struck it up again on the scoreboard.
Cha-ching.
He threw an interception.
Oh, he did. Well, we thought it was a touchdown from up here. Far corner, Bart.
I got binoculars in the truck if you need them.
Well, we sure thought Leyland Spencer came down with it, folks. Our apologies there. So Waxahachie does avoid. That would have been near catastrophic for sure, Ronnie, to go down. It's bad enough as it is, 28-0.
Oh, really?
You go down in the locker room down 35-0. I mean, it just takes all that out of you.
Coach Hank Hollywood is having a word, boy, with this official over here.
Well, the clock is running. It's going to run out here, Ronnie. That's going to be it. The final play here from the turf of Lime Memorial Stadium. The first half is over. It's Ennis 28, Waxahachie 0. We've got a lot of halftime stuff to talk about. Of course, halftime brought to you by Blackland Building Supply. Stick around. We'll be back with more of your First State Bank presentation of Ennis Line football after these messages.
Blackland Building Supply is the only name in Ellis County to remember when it comes to home building and home improvement. The staff at Blackland have many years in the home building business, and they bring that experience in for your advantage. They know what it means to have the products you need when you need them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ennis ISD is proud to present the award-winning Ennis High School Lioness. Leading the Lioness on the field are Junior Lieutenant Chloe Lee, Junior Lieutenant Delaney Caldwell, Senior Lieutenant Peyton Davis, and sharing the 50 are this year's senior co-captains Ava Sonia and Aiden Kendrick. Each week, the outstanding members are recognized for their hard work and dedication. Game Day Girl, Addie Trojacek. Lioness of the Week, Morgan Matthews. The Lioness will now perform a trigger routine to Pitbull's hit song, Give Me Everything. and are under the direction of PA Hensley and assisted by Jennifer Howard. We would like to thank the following group factors for their generous and continued support: Stock Beverage and Collateral Depot, Ennis Midwest Police, Negative Flat, Cody and Ashley, Susan and Emily, Kit Flynn, Textcape, and Larry and Glenda Ashley.
And now presenting, under the field direction of senior drum majors Olivia Murtha and Caden Bunch, the Ennis High School Band. Band directors are Gary Goodwin, Brian Cuss, David Hewitt, Steve Bunch, Josh Davis. The section leaders are Emma Lou, Faith Perez, Matthew Slovak, McKenna Mahone, Derek Diaz, Cassandra Chavez, Jose Fraga, Ramsey Gutierrez, Miguel Sanchez, Morgan Massey. The Ennis High School Band has received first division ratings at UIL marching contest for 45 consecutive years and 63 out of the last 64 years. They have also received first division ratings at UIL concert contest for 52 consecutive years. The Ennis High School Band and staff wish the best in 2021 to Director Rick Armstrong and the Waxahachie High School Band.
Dogs Beverages and Convenience Store helps Ennis Lions fans stock up for the game with many different supplies and services. Kolache Depot inside Dogs serves up the best kolaches in Texas. Dogs has an ATM, check cashing service, drive-through, and check wash to get you cleaned up so you can show up to the game with a shine. Go through the car wash and get 10 cents a gallon discount on your fuel. Dogs is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Ennis Avenue west of I-45. Dogs Beverages and Convenience Store is a very proud support of Ennis and the Ennis Lions.
Founded in 1993, Lone Star Railroad Contractors is an on-call 24/7 maintenance and construction service company. Don't get derailed. We will make sure your rails are clean, safe, and maintained, keeping your business on track. Family owned and operated out of Ennis, Texas, Lone Star Railroad Contractors are proud sponsors of the Ennis Lions and Lady Lions. They cover tracks from New Mexico to Nebraska and Texas to Tennessee. Look them up online at LoneStarRailroad.com or contact Josh Newman at 972-878-9500. Lone Star Railroad Contractors. We're making tracks.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lime Memorial Stadium. We're at the half here, 28-0 our score, as we resume with more of the Blackland Building Supply halftime show. And right now, it's time for the State of Texas rundown across the state. We're going to get to as much of this as we can. Brought to you by historic downtown Ennis and Ennis Main Street, because you know what happens there, Ronnie Greer. Here we go, here we grow, and well, we love this part of the show right here. State top 10, this is your best in the state. So here we go, top 10. We'll start with 6A. And number 1 again, the North Shore Mustangs, followed by Duncanville Panthers out of the Dallas area at number 2. Katy at 3. Westlake Chaparrals at 4. The Allen Eagles are at 5. DeSoto, they're at number 6. South Lake Carroll, who dropped that heartbreaker last night, they're at number 7. Lake Travis Cavaliers are at 8. Houston Westfield, the Mustangs at number 9. And Cy-Fair Bobcats at number 10. 5A Division II, your Ennis Lions. Again, the number 1 team in the state, 5A Division II. They're followed by number 2, Aledo Bearcats. Number 3, A&M Console. Number 4, Wichita Rider. Number 5, the Marshall Buffaloes. Number 6, the Frisco Raccoons. And number 7 is Mansfield Timberview, the Wolves. And rounding it out is number 8, Champion Chargers. Number 9, the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. And number 10, the Texas High Tigers.
Who is ready for a amazing good time? Come downtown in Ennis to experience the huge hay maze, pumpkin patch, and the entire month of October, sponsored by Frank Kent Ennis. That's the amazing good time in historic downtown Ennis.
5A Division I, it's your Denton Ryan Raiders holding down the top spot, followed by Highland Park at 2. Lancaster, who won last night 81-0, they're at number 3. Foster's at 4. Manville at number 5. The Cedar Park Timberwolves are at number 6. Longview at 7. College Station at 8. Colorado at number 9. And the Lone Star Rangers at number 10.
Come to the downtown Ennis Bluebonnet Market tomorrow morning for a free pumpkin painting kit sponsored by Ennis Regional Medical Center and City Real Estate.
4A Division II, Carthage Bulldogs are at 1. West Orange Stark at number 2. Pleasant Grove at 3. Jaspers 4. Belleville at 5. China Spring at number 6. The Gilmer Buckeyes at number 7. Iowa Park at number 8. Wimberley Texans are at 9. And the Center Rough Riders at number 10.
While at the Ennis Bluebonnet Market tomorrow morning, be sure and check out the fresh produce, baked goods, handcrafted jewelry, and lots of friendly, smiling faces. Open every Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. You'll probably find a good hot cup of coffee.
Well, you better know it. Our last classification for now. We'll try to get to the rest of them later. It's 4A Division I. Argyle's number 1, followed by Lampasas at 2. The La Vega Pirates from the Waco area at 3. Calhoun's at 4. Cal Allen at 5. Canyon, the Eagles are at 6. Melissa, number 7. Springtown at 8. And rounding it out at 9 and 10, El Campo and Fredericksburg. We're just about set for the second half kick. Of course, as you heard from our very own Bart Harrison down on the field earlier, Waxahachie having won the toss, deferring to the second half, so they'll get their hands on the football here. And we're underway with the second half kick from Lyon Memorial down to the 6-yard line and up the field, now bouncing it outside, now back to the middle, and kind of trips down on the turf at the 23-yard line.
Here we go in the second half. Hey, let's don't forget now, go downtown, do some sip, shop, and stroll in historic downtown Ennis tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Downtown merchants will have sips, bites, and special deals.
Can't beat that.
That's all brought to you by Main Street Ennis.
Well, here comes Waxahachie. 11:55 to play, just 5 seconds into the second half. We'll see what adjustments this Waxahachie offense has made because they were dominated by the defense, getting only 2 first downs through that first half, and they've mustered up only 76 yards through the first half. And Bart, down there, did we have a penalty on the first play? We'll check in with Bart. So they moved the football back to the 12-yard line. So, no, it's first down and 10.
Interesting stat from that first half was total offensive plays, 39 for Ennis to just 18 for Waxahachie.
Here's the first play from the 12-yard line, handoff up the middle, and maybe lunges forward for a little bit. But, again, that front four of Ennis meeting the match, they're really establishing that mesh point right at the line of scrimmage. They're driving them backwards. They're going to give them a half a yard. It's second down and 9.5. In the huddle for Waxahachie. And here comes their offense. Let's see who's checked in at quarterback. They used 3 in the first half, and they've gone back to, I believe, Casey Kelly. He's in the ball game with Cherry, his one running back. He's looking to throw. He's got a little time here. He throws out there. He's got his man. The ball's caught. I believe that's Hawkins, tackled at the 19. They're going to give him the 20.
Number 6.
Number 6. That would be Travion Wolford.
Yeah, Wolford on just a little under crossing route there. Picked up by the linebacker.
3rd and 2 for Waxahachie. Casey Kelly so far throwing the football tonight. He's 4 out of 7 for 38 yards. He's got to come up with a 3rd and 2 play here. And the ball is going to be given to Cherry right up the middle. And, Ronnie, I don't believe he got 1 yard, much less 2 yards. They're going to mark him down at the 21, so that would net him.
Where they put it.
He got to get – they're going to move the chains.
It to him. Yep. That first down brought to you by Ennis State Bank.
So the 3rd first down of the ball game. He needed 2, and he got 2, Ronnie. So that's a big opportunity for Waxahachie to hold on to the football here. That defense was on for a lot of snaps in that first half. 3 receivers set to the far side of the field. Ball's on the near hash mark. And here's a give again to Cherry, just trying to bulldoze his way up the middle, and he'll reach the 25. So a 3-yard pickup on 1st and 10.
Chapman, and I'm trying to get the number on the other young man that made that. Got in there. I believe it was Jarvion Williams.
$9.26. Does it appear, Ronnie, that Waxahachie's trying to use a little bit more clock and maybe slow down the tempo here?
Most definitely.
Again, 3 receivers set on 2nd and 7. Here's the quarterback, Kelly. He's got pressure from the backside. Look out. I don't know how he avoided that sack right there. He's going to be dropped all the way back. Where are they going to mark him out of bounds? Around the 15, 14?
Yep. He did fumble. But I think he fumbled it out of bounds, did he not? Yeah. And that was Speedy Gonzalez and Jarvion Megatron Williams in hot pursuit over there.
Oh, Gonzalez was breathing down his neck. So 3rd down and 7. Stopping the clock by going out of bounds with 9:08 to play in this quarter. Quarter number 3, Ennis on top 28-0. Now 2 receivers to the near side. I believe Hawkins, he'll be in the slot to the near side. And the quarterback's looking that way. He's going to step up, and now he's just going to run, and he's going to be tackled, tripped up across the 15.
Darius Big Stokes.
Otherwise, Ronnie, he might have picked up that first down.
Stokes fought off that block and got inside on him and got a hold of an ankle.
The first down saving tackle it was, and on trots the punter for Waxahachie.
Big 98, Lazarus Becks in the ball game for the Ennis Lions.
Punter here will be stepping into this around the 6-yard line. I believe this is number 25 is the punter. There's a short kick.
Shank.
Never got over 3 yards in the air trying to kick away from Karan Smith, and he does kick it out of bounds on the near side, but I believe the ball is going to be inside the Waxahachie 50-yard line.
Look like my sandwich.
Rick, is that number 25 on the punter?
Yes.
Yeah. Clyde Mellick. That's his 6th punt of the ball game, but he's averaged 43.16 on his punts today. So here come the Lions offense on the field. Those have 2 receivers left. It'll be Karan Smith in the slot, Leyland Spencer, your outside receiver, and Simmons, your receiver to the right side. Now they'll send Karan Smith in motion. He's going to get the pitch, and he's going to get upfield. He spins off of that. He's going to get inside the 40. And Karan Smith to the Waxahachie 39-yard line, gain of 10 on the play. So another set of downs. First down, I believe that's number 18 of the ball game for Ennis. 1st and 10 on the 39. The Lions using some clock here. Look out. There's a quick hitter across the 35.
Beasley again.
Yeah, Beasley down to the – what is he doing? We'll get his updated stats here from Rick Nelson momentarily.
Guess who's down there in front of him? None other than Drew Pierce again. Beasley has 9 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown. Johnson, 7 carries for 61.
So 2nd down and 1 here. I believe that's Beasley still in the game. Fakes to Beasley, throws it out here. Simmons makes the catch at the 25 and wrestled out of bounds. Tackled there by number 15, Demarion Esparza.
First down brought to you by Frank Kent Chevy Dodge Jeep Ram in Ennis.
Another first down for the Lions with the ball at the 25-yard line. 3 receivers now to the left. Make that 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the handoff to Beasley going to the left side, spinning around to the 21, 22-yard line. About a 3-yard gain. If you give him the 21, it'll be a pickup of 4 right there for Devion Beasley. 6:33 and the clock moving here in the 3rd quarter. Simmons, your receiver, to the near side. Ball's in the middle of the hash marks. Beasley is the running back, fakes it on the spin move by the receiver, throws out there. He's got him. Does he make the catch on the far side? No, it's incomplete. Intended for Leyland Spencer on that far side. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Now Karan Smith will flip-flop. He's usually gone to the side of Leyland Spencer, but he'll be over here with Skyland Simmons. Spencer will have single coverage on the outside to the left as he's on the numbers. Here's Drake looking to throw. He's looking right. He's going to go that way. The ball's going to be caught. 10-5. Touchdown Lions.
Holy moly. Put the jelly on the roller. Yes, indeed, Karan. I guarantee you that young man has worked hard for that moment right there.
21 yards on the pitch and catch from Colin Drake to Karan
Kind of made it
Smith.
look easy, didn't he?
Nice. That's the way you draw it up on the chalkboard, don't you?
Yeah. That touchdown brought to you by Guild Mortgage, Stacy Fincher.
And Gail Angular on for the point after touchdown. There's the snap and the hole's down. The kick is up. The kick is good. With 6:08 to play in the third quarter, Ennis has upped their lead again. It's now the Lions 35, Waxahachie 0. We'll be back with more of your First State Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football when we return right after this.
KRVF, Curran, Cedar Creek, Kaufman, Hillsboro. Texans, Outlaws, and Legends. 106.9 The Ranch.
Folks, did you know your front door is your first chance to make a great impression? That's why Ennis Door and Trim should be your only stop for custom commercial and residential doors, windows, and trim. Go see Robert Blazik and his crew at 2607 South Kaufman in Ennis or call 972-875-7800. You can also shop them online at ennisdoor.com. That's Ennis Door and Trim, where opening doors daily is their business.
Dakota Utility Contractors is a Texas company that specializes in directional drilling services for utility, oil, and gas customers. They're known for their safety, great services, and excellent customer support and competitive prices. What started out as a two-man crew in 2000 has grown to over 100 employees in 18 years. They are currently accepting applications for Class A CDL and non-CDL drivers. Please stop by or call 972-875-6344 for an interview. Dakota is located at their brand new facility at 2501 South Oak Grove Road in Ennis, Texas.
Here's the next kick right here from the touchdown. We'll talk that scoring summary in just a minute. Waxahachie's going to get it out across the 20 on the kick return, make it to 23-yard line. Ronnie Greer, take it away.
1 minute, 57 seconds for the Lions to go the 49 yards in just 6 plays. And it was Colin, the Sheriff Drake, to Karan Smith for the 21-yard touchdown. Aguilar's kick was good. Brings the score to Ennis 35, Waxahachie 0. 6:01 to play in the third quarter.
How about that? And I think statistician Rick Nelson said that Colin Drake, with that touchdown, went over the 200-yard mark in the ball game, which is back-to-back to open the season for him. He had 200 yards in the win against Red Oak. Here comes Waxahachie. And, again, they're in that Wildcat with Hawkins. He's going to keep it. He's going to try to get outside around the right end and go to the Waxahachie sideline and pick up a few yards there.
He was trying to throw the old stanky leg down over on that side, wasn't he? Oh, wait a minute. He might have hurt himself doing it over there. Well.
Is that Hawkins with a little bit left there?
I believe so.
No, that's number 6.
Oh, is it? Okay. Hawkins is now coming in the ball game. Yeah. Got you. Them some slim numbers. That 6 look like a 1.
Yeah, that's Tavion Wolford.
He was the one doing the stanky leg over there.
Yeah, Hawkins is in the game at the Wildcat. And Hawkins is going to hand off. I believe that's Cherry coming left. He's got some daylight. Big gaping hole. He's not hit until he crosses the 35, and he'll be tackled at the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got to credit number 24, DeAndre Lewis, for for coming up there and giving all he had.
Pretty good sized fella
Yeah,
rolling
he
downhill.
probably, yeah, and that big sized fella probably had about 60 pounds on him. But he made the stop. That first down brought to you by Ennis Glass, LLC. Vasquez family, ready to serve your glass needs.
Clock still moving here in the third quarter. It's been a pretty fast-paced game. We're under
Sure
4:39 to play. There's a 4-receiver set with one back in the backfield. And Hartsfield came back in at quarterback.
Speedy.
Yeah, Cherry's not going to have much running room here.
I'll tell you what, Gonzalez and Chapman, man, they're making a team tonight. Let's see, I believe Colin Drake on that last series went over 200 yards. He's 14 of 21, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns with the 1 interception that we thought was a touchdown.
Yes, we did. Yeah, Waxahachie just hit the Sino mark with 100
total
yards. Yeah. So here you go, 2nd down and 7 in this 4-receiver look. One back to the left of the quarterback, Hartsfield. He's got pressure. He's going to escape, and then he's going to make the throw. The ball's caught across midfield and inside line territory. And making the catch there for Waxahachie was number 6, Travion Wolford.
Boy, you know, we always talk about run support by Chapman. He's done made a drop back there in pass coverage and makes the stop on that. For no extra, after the catch, no yards after the catch on that.
This Hartsfield quarterback has got a nice sense in the pocket, Ronnie. He knows when to step up and find some space there to maneuver through. And talk about a shot! Cherry was hit.
Gonzalez
brought the wood and the whole force on that strike right there.
Wow.
Outweighed considerably, but there was only one man going backwards after he was struck.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, this Ennis line defense has shown up tonight. You think the offense has really done something, and they have. But these boys on this Ennis D, they're getting serious out here, folks. If you ain't out here, you missing it.
3 receivers to the right, including Hawkins and also Damarian Esparza. Hartsfield gets the snap in the gun. He's got pressure. Now he's going to roll out to his right. He's going to tuck it. He's going to keep it. Yes, he is. 40, spins out of that tackle, is going to get close to first down yardage at the 38, maybe the 37. He needed 9. He looks like he's going to get about 8. The line of scrimmage is the 37. Yeah, 37 and make it the 38 now, and he needs the 37 to get the first down. Just hit the 2-minute mark of quarter number 3. Hawkins splits out to the right side, Esparza to the left. Cherry in the backfield with Hartsfield. Here's the give to Cherry, the right side.
No.
Is that Stokes?
No, that was Williams.
Williams.
Jarvion. And a host. He had a lot of help on that one.
Fourth down and 1. So officially getting maybe a little bit more than just maybe past the line of scrimmage just a tad. So it's not a full yard needed for this first down. And clearly Waxahachie's going to go for it here as we get down to the 106 mark of this third quarter. Cherry's been the bull back there in the backfield getting the bulk of the work. Hawkins in. He's going to take it himself. Hawkins going to try to get outside. He's going to be dropped and sacked. Hawkins tried a quarterback keeper around the right side, and he's going to lose about 3 to 3.5 yards.
I believe that was Rooster Markgraf made that stop over there, if I'm not mistaken.
Boy, that's raising your head as a defense right there.
Mm-hmm. Let's get in there in a hurry.
Jarvion Williams also gets credit on that stop. Looks like Peyton Chapman one more time. Ronnie is kind of leading the team in total tackles from what we can see.
Yeah, that young man, like I said, he
Bad
gets
intentions.
around. Yes, sir.
So on comes the Lions offense, leading in this one 35-0. I believe Waxahachie has stopped Ennis only once tonight. Got a new back in the backfield, and he's on the carry right there, number 26 for the Lions. That's Jacoby Collins. Let's see, he's going to get short yardage, but actually they're going to move it up a little bit more. About 3 yards on the carry for Collins.
Jacoby, a 215-pound senior running back.
Getting some playing time here late in the third quarter. This may be the final play coming up here in quarter number 3. And again, it's Collins. And again, he's got a hole. Look out. He breaks a couple of tackles across the Waxahachie 45 down to the 43. Picks up a big first down for the Lions.
First down brought to you by Hayden Electric, bringing power to your business. Thank you, Eddie and Jennifer.
Down to 3, down to 2. And we have reached the end of quarter number 3 from Lime Memorial Stadium. It's Ennis 35, Waxahachie 0. Back with more of your First State Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football when we come back after this.
Tommy Rustin here for Rustin Cattle Company. My wife Karen and I put our name on our product because it's all about family with us. Slow smoked brisket and ribs, tender and tasty, prime grilled steaks cooked to order, thick and juicy just like you like them. Our expanded kitchen now means every night we're open is steak night. Our family has always been proud to support Ennis Lions, so come eat at Rustin Cattle Company in Ennis and get us smacking.
The First State Bank of Rice, located in Ennis, Texas, is a member of the Rice Bank Shares Incorporated, with convenient locations in Ennis, Rice, Waxahachie, and Italy, Texas. They offer services of a modern financial institution, maintaining the integrity of a community bank with all decisions made locally. First State Bank's mission is to meet and exceed your local banking need by offering competitive loan and deposit rate, mobile banking, and internet banking. Contact First State Bank in Ennis at 972-878-4040. Member FDIC. Go Lions!
Coming out of that timeout, brought to you by Edward Jones and Jeff Irish. Ennis 1st and 10 at the Waxahachie 43-yard line. Looks like we might have a little confusion over here. Another timeout. We'll keep it right here, Ronnie. I think you got some stuff to share with us over here.
Yeah, we're going to take a little break here on the First State Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football and do a little stat update right quick. Stat update's brought to you by Kozlowski Collision Repair. You bend it, we mend it. 35-0 Ennis right here in Lime Memorial Stadium. Ennis has 22 first downs to Waxahachie's 8. 382 yards for Ennis, 117 yards total offense for Waxahachie. 205 passing for Ennis, 51 passing for Waxahachie, 26 carries, 177 on the ground for Ennis, 23-66 for Waxahachie. And back to the action, Timo.
Here you go. As we change ends of the field, Jacoby Collins stays in the ball game, and again, Collins is going to get the handoff coming to the left side.
Boy,
look at him breaking tackles. Jacoby Collins,
hungry,
all the way down to the Hatchie 35. He'll get 8 right there.
Who's got the biscuits? I'm telling you, man.
It's running strong.
This young man right here, he's wanting it. Yes, indeed. You know, he's had some injury problems in his career, sophomore, junior year, but I'll tell you what, he's back in a big way, strong and ready to play.
Ennis Lions right here just trying to force their will. There's again a handoff, and it looks like Collins again this time. He couldn't find any running room as he was kind of met in the backfield. Good penetration there by the Waxahachie defense.
Yeah, Waxahachie had a full-on blitz coming on that right side that time. I don't know if they saw some kind of tail or what, but they sure enough brought it.
Line of scrimmage will now be the 38-yard line. So third down, and we'll call it about 5.5, closer to maybe 6 yards. Ball's on the near hash mark. 2 receivers with an H-back to the left. Here's Colin Drake with a power run, quarterback keeper. He's going to get across the 35 and very close to the first down. If you reach the 32, he's going to get it. Fourth and final quarter here from Lime Memorial Stadium.
That first down right there brought to you by Permacold Royalties. For the best deal on your mineral rights, call Ben Griffin, 432-242-7337.
Ennis Lions just 7 yards shy of surpassing the 400-yard mark for tonight. Single receiver in the slot position to the right will now come in motion back to the left. That's Karan Smith with a handoff. Karan Smith is going to break it out across the 20. Karan Smith is going to be upended right around the 19-yard line.
Freaking.
Pick up about 13 yards for the speedster.
Had some great blocking out in front of him there. Cody Jersick out in the way. Drew Pierce out in the way. Dorian Strong. I'll tell you what, there was white jerseys strewn all along the 25 to 15-yard line.
Now Jenkins is going to split out in the slot along with Karan Smith and Simmons to the right side, Spencer to the left. Drake going for Spencer. The ball's up. Did he stay in bounds?
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. My goodness, though, what an effort by Leyland Spencer.
Man, I'll tell you what, he's going to go get it.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah,
you know, that combination with Drake and Spencer were lethal last year.
Yeah, it was.
With throws like that, and they'll have that synergy back, I can promise you that.
Oh, yeah. It's coming.
Getting closer and closer, and, again, this is only the second ball game of the year.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that young man, they don't call him ATM for nothing.
Second down and 10. Still looks like Collins in the backfield to the left of Drake. Jenkins goes in motion. Actually, it's a give to number 22 who's checked in. Up the middle he goes. And that is Fabian Becks.
Right.
The sophomore, 6 foot, 180-pound running back.
Good specimen of a young man right there.
Line of scrimmage down to about the 15-yard line. So third down, we'll call it 6 for the Lions. Simmons and Smith will break the huddle to the right side. Spencer to the left. Jenkins also to the right side of the formation. As of right now, he goes in motion now back to the left. Here's the throw in the backfield and incomplete from Colin Drake.
A little history on the Becks boys. They are part of the Leaks legacy from Ennis Lions lore. Goes way back, and even further than that. If you want to take it even further, their Michael is their grandfather, and I believe he was the cousin to the Roosevelt Leaks.
Oh my goodness!
And so I'm telling you now,
some bloodline there.
Yeah, there's some definitely good DNA right there. I'm gonna tell you.
So I believe Angel Aguilar will come on the field to be asked to kick this field goal here, which should be a 32-yarder. There's a snap and hold. He's got plenty of leg. Is it through? It is. A 32-yard field goal from Aguilar is good with 8:53 to play in the ball game. Ennis has extended its lead. It's now the Lions 38, Waxahachie nothing. We'll be back with more of your First State Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football right here on 106.9 The Ranch after this.
Established in 2000, Hayden Electric Incorporated offers quality work at an affordable cost, specializing in fuel and convenience stations, restaurants, pole lighting, and major retail facilities. Hayden Electric has all company personnel and no contract labor. Hayden Electric Incorporated at 1810 South Kaufman in Ennis, or call 214-384-5664. Proud sponsors of Ennis High School sports.
Ennis Lions fans rejoice. Frank Kent Chevy Dodge Jeep Ram is revving up our engines and gearing up to cheer on our favorite football team as they mow down the competition this 2019 football season. No fumbles here. Frank Kent has you covered from tailgates to tires, Lion-themed wraps to off-road accessories. We'll make sure you make it to each game in style and on time. Check us out online at frankkentennis.com or come down to Ennis Avenue and I-45. Frank Kent, community-driven and locally different since 1935.
Welcome back, everybody, to Lime Memorial Stadium. Tim Samuels and Ronnie Greer. Ennis is on the board again, and here's a kickoff going to be picked up after dropping it at the 5 across the 10, 15. And the Ennis Lions are finally going to bring down the ball carrier right at the 20-yard line. With that touchdown, Ronnie, tell us all about it.
All right, 3 minutes and 59 seconds to go, 45 yards and 10 plays. It was Angel Aguilar attempting a 32-yard field goal, and it was good, makes the score. Ennis 38, Waxahachie nothing. That scoring summary brought to you by Ennis State Bank. Our name is Ennis. We put Ennis first.
Thank you for that, Rhonda Greer. Here comes Waxahachie's offense, and we've seen a trio of quarterbacks. We got to check every series to see who's in, and this appears to be Hartsfield again. Cherry in the backfield with him. And here's a quarterback draw. He's going to keep it up the middle. Hartsfield with a big gainer. He's going to get across the 30 and across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A 16-yard quarterback keeper by Hartsfield.
Brought down by Ashton Ely, 6 foot, 170-pound junior defensive back.
Has this been a really fast-moving game, or has it been my imagination?
No. I feel like I've run around the track a few times.
So here comes Waxahachie with 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Cherry in the backfield with Hartsfield. Waxahachie appears content just to run some clock. And across the 40-yard line goes Cherry to the 42, so he'll get about 6 yards on that carry. Just getting a good push behind the left side of that offensive line.
Boy, there's some great artwork up on the scoreboard here and also on Ennis football that was created by a young man named Braden Carroll. And I'll tell you what, folks, I don't know if you've seen it up on the scoreboard tonight on your YouTube feed or over on Ennis football, but this young man is talented beyond belief.
Hartsfield looking to throw just a simple out route. And it looks like they're going to give him credit for the catch across the 47-yard line. That'll move the chains. The 6th first down of the ball game for Waxahachie. Ron, first district game next week.
That's right.
Right here, right? Greenville comes to town.
I believe so. I believe you are correct, sir. Same place, same time, same bat channel.
There you go. 4 receivers in this formation for Waxahachie with the ball at the 48. Here's Hartsfield, going to keep it around the right side, just going to tuck it and run now. Across the 45 to the 43-yard line, or maybe just inside the 44. Close to a first down, but picks up about 8.5. Second down and short for Waxahachie.
Looked like the district's going to be pretty strong this year, you know. North Forney went up there.
Been real impressed with what they've done.
What they put on Lone Star up at Frisco. And
had a big win the last Thursday night again. Second down and 2 here. 3 receivers left, but there's going to be a give up to Cherry, and he's going to pick up the first down inside the Ennis 40 all the way down to the 36.
First down brought to you by Doc's Beverage, Colachi Depot. Truly convenient shopping.
Gain of about 7 on that play. Waxahachie would love nothing more than to break this shutout that Ennis is pitching right now.
They're going to have to get something done to do that, the way these boys are playing. These Ennis Lions on this defense are for real.
5:43 and moving in this fourth quarter. Ennis looking to move to 2-0 in non-district play. And
boom.
Convincingly, that is.
Wow. Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, just one more cracking heads out there. It's a 35.
Just for good measure.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Mercy me. That big hit brought to you by Ennis Main Street. Here we grow. Thank you, Becky McCarty and Ashley Kalunga. Y'all don't forget, get down there to the market in the morning. They got all kinds of goodies. Ennis Blue Bonnet Market.
Second down and 9. 2 receivers to both sides of the field with Cherry in the backfield. And again, it's going to be Cherry. Actually, let's check that. That's a different ball carrier. That's number 20 in for Waxahachie. That's Deshaun Wolford, a sophomore running back, goes 6'1" and 210 pounds.
Number 55, Kristen Benavides on the tackle for the Lions.
Here's your score from White House tonight. White House leading Corsicana in the fourth quarter, 28-7, I believe.
Somebody called that. Who was it called that?
26-7, excuse me. Here's Hartsfield with a 5-step drop. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to be crushed. A sack for the Ennis Lions right there.
Oh, my goodness, that's big. Number 94, Octavius Johnson, put all 260 on him. Man, I promise you that's going to leave a mark.
Hartsfield looking for the license plate on that truck.
Yeah. He's looking for help. Man. I'm not sure the feller's cornbread's all the way done in the middle.
Well, it's 4th and 14, and nothing else to do here but go for it. Hawkins will split out to the left. Look for them to try to get their playmaker involved on this one. 4th down. Ennis with a shutout right here. You know they want to keep it. Hartsfield looking Hawkins' way. He's got pressure, and he's going to be sacked again. Who got in there that time?
Take your pick.
Yeah, 55.
Johnson first, and Benavides got to him for last, but I believe, was that Bex or can't see if that's a 9 or a 3. That's a 30. So we got a young man by the name of Taquan Johnson in the ball game, a 220-pound junior defensive lineman. Got the second pressure. Gilkey.
Yeah, Gilkey's in the ball game now.
Jackson Gilkey.
Great to see that young man get some time. Looks like he's got Collins the ball carrier as he gives going left side. Close to the line of scrimmage. He'll actually lose a little bit right there as we tick down to the 3-minute warning here. 38-0 our score. Ennis has dominated this one here tonight from Lyon Memorial.
Number 74, Reed White in the ball game at right guard. I believe we got a new left guard too.
Gilkey hands off going right. Got a hold there. Breaks a couple of tackles. He'll get inside Waxahachie territory down to the 46-yard line.
Number 72, R.J. Mahone in the ball game at left guard. Strong still at left guard and Pace still at left tackle and Pace still at right tackle.
Fabian Bex will come in for Collins as the lone running back. H-back motions left and now back to the right. Here's a give to Bex. He spins right there at the 47. He'll actually lose yards to the 46 or make that back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 60, Isaac Gray in at one of the offensive line spots. I believe it might be at center.
Bex comes off the field and Collins right back in on this 4th and short. Gilkey in at quarterback, Jackson Gilkey. Gilkey's going to keep it going left side. He's going to get inside the 35 or check at the 45, and he'll get down to the 41-yard line, a pickup of 5 yards for Gilkey.
And that's a first down. That first down brought to you by Ennis Door and Trim. For the highest quality commercial and residential doors and trim, give Robert Blazik a call, 972-875-7800.
1st and 10 from the 41 with only a minute 22 to play. Gilkey with a throw out here. He finds his man in the flat, number 10, Jarvis Williams.
Jarvis, they got him a couple of catches tonight.
Ronnie, that's just great balance. Throwing the football tonight, Ennis with 205 yards, and they've rushed for 219.
It's been a well-played ball game.
It really has.
Did away with all those penalties, have not been penalized. Ennis has not been penalized in the second half thus far, still at 3 for 20 for the ball game.
Here's Jacoby Collins, just bulldozing straight ahead, plunging forward to the 38, maybe the 37. Now they're going to back him up to the 38. The Lions are going to try to get off one more snap here. 31 seconds, 30 seconds. It's all academic, folks, from here on out. Here's your 3rd and 7. Gilkey handing off. No, he throws it at her. Jarvis Williams with the catch. He's going to get to the 35-30. Oh. Incomplete. Yeah.
Picked it off the turf.
Yeah, they ruled he didn't make the catch, so clock's not going to stop, apparently. We're ticking down. And that apparently is going to be the final play here of the ball game in the Battle of 287 from Ellis County and Lime Memorial Stadium. Your final score, Ennis 38, Waxahachie 0. The Battle of 287 champions of 2020 is your Ennis Lions. Stick around, folks. We have the Hayden Electric postgame show coming up when we come back after these messages.
Established in 2000, Hayden Electric Incorporated offers quality work at an affordable cost, specializing in fuel and convenience stations, restaurants, pole lighting, and major retail facilities. Hayden Electric has all company personnel and no contract labor. Hayden Electric Incorporated at 1810 South Kaufman in Ennis, or call 214-384-5664. Proud sponsors of Ennis High School sports.
Hi, I'm Jeff Irish, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, Jeff Irish with Edward Jones, am a proud sponsor of Ennis Lions football on 106.9 The Ranch. Call 972-875-4706 or stop by my office at 1905 West Ennis Avenue, Suite 401 for a face-to-face appointment. Making sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm Angie Juneman, the proud mayor of the city of Ennis. If you haven't been to historic downtown Ennis lately, now is the time. The newly completed Dallas Street features a beautiful tree-lined boulevard, inviting you to explore unique shops and restaurants located throughout downtown. Every Saturday morning, vendors line the streets for the Bluebonnet Market, where you will find fresh produce, unique items, and plenty of friendly smiling faces. Download our free mobile app, Ennis Y'all, for a complete listing of everything you will want to experience in Ennis. Come see us and find out what the Bluebonnet spirit is all about.
Kozlowski Collision Repair is run by a family that will treat your vehicle like their own. Located in Ennis, they provide professional and affordable collision repair that you can depend on. Dent removal, auto body work, and collision repair. You name it, and they'll take care of it. Contact Kozlowski Collision Repair today at 972-875-3900 for all of your collision repair needs. Kozlowski Collision Repair, a proud sponsor of the Ennis Lions.
Blackland Building Supply is the only name in Ellis County to remember when it comes to home building and home improvement. The staff at Blackland have many years in the home building business, and they bring that experience in for your advantage. They know what it means to have the products you need, when you need them, and at the price that is comparable to the major chains. Blackland's 16,000 square foot showroom and 5 acres of lumber are located at 1701 South Kaufman in Ennis. Blackland Building Supply proudly supports the Ennis Lions.
Hi, I'm Jeff Irish, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, Jeff Irish with Edward Jones, am a proud sponsor of Ennis Lions football on 106.9 The Ranch. Call 972-875-4706 or stop by my office at 1905 West Ennis Avenue, Suite 401 for a face-to-face appointment. Making sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Dogs Beverages and Convenience Store helps Ennis Lions fans stock up for the game with many different supplies and services. Kolache Depot inside Dogs serves up the best kolaches in Texas. Dogs has an ATM, check cashing service, drive-through, and check wash to get you cleaned up so you can show up to the game with a shine. Go through the car wash and get 10 cents a gallon discount on your fuel. Dogs is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Ennis Avenue west of I-45. Dogs Beverages and Convenience Store is a very proud support of Ennis and the Ennis Lions.
Ennis Glass LLC should be the first call for any residential or commercial glass project. Family owned and operated for 34 years, Ennis Glass is ready to install custom shower glass, replacement windows, mirrors, plexiglass, commercial aluminum systems, and much more. The Vasquez family stands ready to provide you with the top-of-the-line service, workmanship, and satisfaction that Ennis Glass is known for.
Call Ennis Glass LLC at 972-878-9902.
Financing is available. Ennis Glass, proud supporters of the Ennis line.
If you place your hard-earned money into a bank, you should demand more in return than checking, savings, and loans. You deserve a bank that makes a difference in your life. Citizens National Bank of Texas does. Take education, for an example. CNB has awarded more than 620 four-year scholarships to Ellis County seniors since 1952. It has supported many Ennis ISD teacher, student, and Lion athletic programs. If you want a bank that gives back to your community, then you belong here at Citizens National Bank. Member FDIC.
Established in 2000, Hayden Electric Incorporated offers quality work at an affordable cost, specializing in fuel and convenience stations, restaurants, pole lighting, and major retail facilities. Hayden Electric has all company personnel and no contract labor. Hayden Electric Incorporated at 1810 South Kaufman in Ennis, or call 214-384-5664. Proud sponsors of Ennis High School sports.
What's up, Ennis Lions Nation? This is Jake Willingham, Realtor with Keller Williams Realty and proud supporter of Ennis ISD. I'd like to wish the Ennis football program all the best this season. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, please feel free to give me a call or send me a text at 972-740-6851. That's 972-740-6851. Or visit our website at soldlikeamug.com. Go Lions.
Hi, I'm Jeff Irish, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, Jeff Irish with Edward Jones, am a proud sponsor of Ennis Lions football and 106.9 The Ranch. Call 972-875-4706 or stop by my office at 1905 West Ennis Avenue, Suite 401 for a face-to-face appointment. Making sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The Battle of 287 crowned to the Ennis Lions tonight from Line Memorial. The scoreboard has just turned off, but it was clicking tonight for the Ennis Lions. 38-0, the final score as we roll on with more of the Hayden Electric postgame show. Tim Sammons and Ronnie Greer. Ronnie, how about the stats tonight? Pretty dominating, it looked like on the field tonight, and I think those stats are another telling indicator. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. The final stats brought to you by Kozlowski Collision Repair. Ennis had 25 first downs in the ball game. Waxahachie had 8. Total yards, Ennis finished with 427 yards, and Waxahachie had 152. Total passing yards was 205 for Ennis and 57 for the Tribe. 36 carries, 222 yards rushing for Ennis, 31 carries for 95 yards for Waxahachie. Fumbles, there were 2 fumbles in the ball game, both recovered by the team that fumbled the ball. Sacks, Ennis had 2 sacks for minus 11 yards. Waxahachie had 1 for minus 6. Penalties, Ennis improved on their penalty being penalized. They were penalized 3 times for 20 yards. Waxahachie had 7 flags for 46 yards. Third down conversions, Ennis converted 7 of 11. Waxahachie 1 of 9. Average drive start for the Lions was 39-yard line, and Waxahachie's average drive start was the 21. Time of possession, Ennis held the ball for 23 minutes and 34 seconds, and Waxahachie had it 24 minutes and 26 seconds. Colin Drake finished the night 14 of 23 passing for 205 yards, a long of 70, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Jackson Gilkey was 1 of 2. Rushing, Devion Beasley carried the ball 10 times for 75 yards and a touchdown. De'Avian Johnson carried 7 times for 61 yards. Jacoby Collins had 7 carries for 34 yards. Skyland Nemo Simmons had 4 catches
for 93 yards, a long of 70, and a touchdown. Leyland Spencer double covered most of the night, managed 4 catches for 54 yards. Karan Smith had 4 catches for 39 yards and a touchdown. Across the way, the visitors' quarterback Casey Kelly finished 4 of 7 with 38 yards, no touchdowns. Roderick Hartsfield had 3 completions of 3 attempts for 19 yards. Sean Cherry was the workhorse for the Tribe, carrying the ball 18 times, 73 yards. Hartsfield had 6 carries for 27, and Brandon Hawkins 3 carries for, Brandon Hawkins had 3 catches for 3 yards, so they pretty much shut him down on the night. Tavian Wofford had 4 catches for 21 yards, and Langford had two balls thrown to him and was unable to make a completion.
Very nice. Dominance.
Pretty much.
Hey, Ron, before we go to another commercial break to hear from our sponsors, let's run down some scores from District 8 5A Division 2, which, of course, is the home of the Ennis Lions. Pretty interesting scores tonight as we now get into district play, folks, starting next week. And we were just doing kind of the segue to that a while ago, leading up to next week, actually right here from Lyon Memorial. It'll be Greenville coming in here to take on the Lions. But here's your rundown from 8-5A Division 2 tonight. The North Forney Falcons that Ronnie was talking about a while ago, who've looked impressive and, in fact, are undefeated in the season. I believe at 3-0 now. If they hold on the night, and it appears that they will, they're leading the Brewer Bears 49-30 with 3:01 to play in the fourth quarter. Again, North Forney looking to go undefeated, winning that ball game tonight, should they do so. Greenville, they also will have some momentum coming into Lyon Memorial next week, as it appears that they're well on their way to a win. They lead the Mount Pleasant Tigers 34-14 with 8:36 to play in the third quarter. The Crandall Pirates, they've doubled up Joshua tonight, the Owls, in that ball game. 46-24, the Pirates on top of the Owls with 5:07 to play in the third quarter. The Forney Jackrabbits are having a tough run so far this year, and they had a tough team tonight in the number 10th ranked Texas High Tigers, and it's been all Tigers tonight with 7:25 to play in the fourth quarter. The score is Texas High 49, Forney 10, and gave a score earlier. There's an update to that score, but it's White House leading Corsicana with 4:23 to play, 33-14. And games played last night, 2 teams. It's the Wiley Raiders. Actually, that game was canceled at the last minute. So Wiley East did not play Royce City as scheduled last night. But Sulphur Springs, they too were scheduled to play Hallsville, the Bobcats. That game was canceled. So there's your update from 8-5A Division 2. North Forney looking good. Greenville with a big win. That'll be Ennis's next foe next Friday night from Lyon Memorial. Kick at 7:30. Pregame brought to you by Doc's Beverage at 7:15. So join us next week on the radio or by YouTube. But now we've got more of the Hayden Electric show, Hayden Electric postgame show to close us out. But before that, a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this.
Doc's Beverages and Convenience Store helps Ennis Lions fans stock up for the game with many different supplies and services. Kolache Depot inside Doc's serves up the best kolaches in Texas. Doc's has an ATM, check cashing service, drive-through, and check wash to get you cleaned up so you can show up to the game with a shine. Go through the car wash and get 10 cents a gallon discount on your fuel. Doc's is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on Ennis Avenue west of I-45. Doc's Beverages and Convenience Store is a very proud support of Ennis and the Ennis Lions.
Ennis State Bank is a proud supporter of our Ennis Lions since 1933. ESB has been committed to serving and supporting the citizens of Ennis. They put the needs of their customers and Ennis first with the kind of service you can only get at your local bank. Ennis State Bank and Ennis Lions, the best 2 teams in town. Go Lions! Ennis State Bank, the only bank that can call Ennis home. 815 West Ennis Ave, member FDIC.
Blackland Building Supply is the only name in Ellis County to remember when it comes to home building and home improvement. The staff at Blackland have many years in the home building business, and they bring that experience in for your advantage. They know what it means to have the products you need, when you need them, and at the price that is comparable to the major chains. Blackland's 16,000 square foot showroom and 5 acres of lumber are located at 1701 South Kaufman in Ennis. Blackland Building Supply proudly supports the Ennis Lions.
The First State Bank of Rice, located in Ennis, Texas, is a member of the Rice Bank Shares Incorporated, with convenient locations in Ennis, Rice, Waxahachie, and Italy, Texas. They offer services of a modern financial institution, maintaining the integrity of a community bank with all decisions made locally. First State Bank's mission is to meet and exceed your local banking need by offering competitive loan and deposit rate, mobile banking, and internet banking. Contact First State Bank in Ennis at 972-878-4040. Member FDIC. Go Lions!
Kozlowski Collision Repair is run by a family that will treat your vehicle like their own. Located in Ennis, they provide professional and affordable collision repair that you can depend on. Dent removal, auto body work, and collision repair. You name it, and they'll take care of it. Contact Kozlowski Collision Repair today at 972-875-3900 for all of your collision repair needs. Kozlowski Collision Repair, a proud sponsor of the Ennis Lions.
Looking to qualify for a home loan? Go see Stacy Fincher at Guild Mortgage in Ennis. Guild Mortgage has helped families finance for over 50 years. Guild has low down payment options including USDA, VA, FHA, and many others. Visit StacyFincher.com. That's Stacy with an I. Go see Stacy at 101 Northwest Main Street in Ennis or call 469-337-4916. Guild Mortgage, own what matters. Go Lions.
Guild Mortgage Company is an equal housing lender company. NMLS 3274. Stacy Fincher. NMLS 469883. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
Dakota Utility Contractors is a Texas company that specializes in directional drilling services for utility, oil, and gas customers. They're known for their safety, great services, and excellent customer support and competitive prices. What started out as a two-man crew in 2000 has grown to over 100 employees in 18 years. They are currently accepting applications for Class A CDL and non-CDL drivers. Please stop by or call 972-875-6344 for an interview. Dakota is located at their brand new facility at 2501 South Oak Grove Road in Ennis, Texas.
Tommy Rustin here for Rustin Cattle Company. My wife Karen and I put our name on our product because it's all about family with us. Slow smoked brisket and ribs, tender and tasty, prime grilled steaks cooked to order, thick and juicy, just like you like them. Our expanded kitchen now means every night we're open is steak night. Our family has always been proud to support Ennis Lions, so come eat at Rustin Cattle Company in Ennis and get us smacking.
When it came to moving, I was stressed because that's the last thing I enjoy doing. That's when I called my friends over at A1A Movers in Ennis. One short call with a few details and the appointment was made. I depended on the professional and friendly staff with the years of experience, and it was the best decision I've made in years. Moving is what they do every day, all day. It's not a side job, it is their job. One haul did it all. If you're moving local or anywhere in the U.S., give my friends A1A Movers a call. A1A moves businesses as well as homes. You can find them online at a1amoving.com. A1A Movers, your move made easy.
Hi, I'm Jeff Irish, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, Jeff Irish with Edward Jones, am a proud sponsor of Ennis Lions football and 106.9 The Ranch. Call 972-875-4706 or stop by my office at 1905 West Ennis Avenue, Suite 401 for a face-to-face appointment. Making sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hey y'all, it's fall in downtown Ennis. The fun starts October 1st. The amazing Hay Maze and Pumpkin Patch is back and bigger and better than ever. All ages will have fun navigating the 8-foot walls, and the charming Pumpkin Patch is perfect for your fall family photos. Join us Halloween weekend for fun carnival food vendors, music, and spooky decor. Follow us on Facebook, Ennis, Texas, and Main Street City, and download our mobile app, Ennis Y'all, for all events in Ennis. See you in downtown Ennis. Happy fall, y'all!
Founded in 1993, Lone Star Railroad Contractors is an on-call 24/7 maintenance and construction service company. Don't get derailed. We will make sure your rails are clean, safe, and maintained, keeping your business on track. Family owned and operated out of Ennis, Texas, Lone Star Railroad Contractors are proud sponsors of the Ennis Lines and Lady Lines. They cover tracks from New Mexico to Nebraska and Texas to Tennessee. Look them up online at LoneStarRailroad.com or contact Josh Newman at 972-878-9500. Lone Star Railroad Contractors. We're making tracks.
The Hayden Electric postgame show rolls on as we get ready to wrap it up, Ronnie Greer. 38-0 the final score. Your impressions had to be a good one tonight.
Oh, man, how can you not be impressed with that performance? You said the word dominant. I mean, in just about every phase of the ball game. I mean, you put 427 total yards up, 38 points. You only get, have one possession stopped on the field, and you hold your opponent to 152 total yards. I mean, that's pretty impressive on all phases of the game.
Yeah, and it was a defensive effort as well, and that's what Rick and us were talking about up here. You look at the leading tacklers for the Lions tonight. There weren't a whole lot of numbers because Waxahachie didn't have the snaps tonight.
No, they sure didn't, and the defense spread it out so well. I mean, you had a lot of kids get playing time and a lot of kids in on the action. Of course, Eric Gonzalez, man, Speedy Gonzalez, he was out there. And he and Peyton Chatton, Caden Hubbard, and DeRy Stokes and Williams led the way pretty much. But Lazarus Becks. And, I mean, we saw a lot of kids get in and get playing time. Octavius Johnson showed himself. The secondary played extremely well. So, I mean, like I said, offensively and defensively, the offensive line, what a performance by those young guys. I mean, Drew Pierce and Tamario Pace and Dorian Strong, and I mean the young Mendez, Patlin Mendez at center, Cody Jersick. I mean, what a job those young men did.
And not just tonight, but in 2 ball games.
Absolutely,
this team has scored on every possession but one, if I'm not mistaken. That's doing it right.
Yeah, that's execution, and I wish we could have gotten to the coaching show tonight because Sam was on mark tonight like you would not believe. Hopefully he'll be that good again next week. He usually is, but one of his comments in that was that, we're always harping at the kids about execution and, execution. And he's, in high school football, execution means 11 kids doing their job on every play. And I'll tell you what, as close as it could possibly be, that happened tonight.
Well, and the scary part about it, Ron, is this team's not even close to peaking yet, to being as good as this team can be, despite the domination in 2 ball games. Yeah. The defense, again, tonight, as I look at those stats, holding Waxahachie to about 3 yards per carry on the rush attempts. We saw that against Red Oak. Where can this team get better going forward?
Well, we really hadn't seen that much of the kicking game as far as punting is concerned and punt coverage, and what have you. So really that's the only thing that we really that we haven't had a chance to eyeball. If there was one little old pick that I had, it went away tonight too with penalties.
Cleaned it up a little.
Yeah, they did. So, like I say, that ball game tonight was just about, I hate to use the P word, but it was just about as perfect as you're going to get out of a high school football team. Well, I don't care how good they are.
And you mentioned the punting because only for the first time tonight have we seen Colin Drake punt in 2 ball games, and again, just 1 punt tonight. What I see is opportunities like Skyland Simmons, and the connection and just, gaining rhythm and reps.
Oh, absolutely.
Because we saw that tonight. He was targeted 5 times. He had 4 catches. And you match up someone that Colin Drake can throw to, with the trust and the faith in that guy, just like he does with Leyland Spencer. You talk about two wideouts on each side of the field. Yes. That's damage coming at you.
Well, and same thing with Karan. Karan had the opportunities last week, but he dropped a few balls, and there were some missed opportunities to get to him. But they're going, and then of course the double coverage on Leyland. That's giving up. That's creating opportunities somewhere else. If you're going to try to put double coverage on Leyland, half the ball game, you're not going to get away with it. So that's not going to work.
Very good point about Karan Smith, because he's just another lethal weapon in the arsenal for Colin Drake, because Karan will beat you, as we saw with a touchdown catch from 21 yards out. But if you do start double covering Spencer over there, and the threat of what Karan brings to the run game, because he's got some speed, he's got some elusiveness, and if he gets an open field, he's going to be a headache for somebody.
And another name to watch is Jace Berry. When this young man gets untracked and sees some opportunities and gets the ball in his hands, and you get to see what he can do, the Ennis fans have not been able to see, unless they were watching Waxahachie play the last couple of years in the sub-varsity levels. The young man is talented, and he's just another bullet in the gun, boy. I'll tell you what, when he gets untracked, watch out.
And building depth as we go forward. Jackson Gilkey's got to play in both ball games.
Correct.
That's important. You look at Jacoby Collins, and you look at Bex, the running back, Fabian Bex.
The stable of running backs is phenomenal. Yeah. The potential there is off the chart.
It's a long season. You need that depth to move forward, and so far so good for the Ennis Lions.
All right.
Any closing thoughts, my man?
I can't wait till next week.
Going to be a lot of fun.
That's my thought.
Kicking off district play. Well, it's been a lot of fun here from Lyle Memorial Stadium. One final time, the final score in the Battle of 287 tonight. Ennis going away big, 38-0 over Waxahachie. We thank all of our sponsors, especially First State Bank, our title sponsor. Ron, you think you got something else there?
Oh no, I'm definitely First State Bank. You got to thank those folks, man, because they've been at the top of the list for years. Almost day one. And I'll tell you what, I want to thank Mike Montgomery and Sandra Potok for sure on that. We want to thank the EISD for bringing that YouTube feed to life, and Cody Dickerson, of course, handling that.
No doubt. Appreciate Athletic Director Mr. Coach Drake. Man, he's been helpful to us too with everything and anything that we needed. He's always checking on us.
We're fighting the technology, folks. Bear with us.
We're going to get there.
It's going to be a lot better.
Old dogs can learn new tricks. You know that.
That's right.
All right, folks. Well, that's it. As we get ready to sign off from here, we want to thank all of our crew here from 106.9 The Ranch. Our sideline folks tonight: Carlton Eckert, Charlie Sykes, Julie Monroe, and, of course, Bart Harrison, which we heard a little bit from Bart tonight. We'll hear more from Bart later on in the season. Statistician Rick Nelson. My partner over here, Ronnie Greer. I'm Tim Samuel saying good night, everybody.
See you on the radio.